Let's see.
Bro, she can't not cut her toenails, though. That's disgusting.
You do not have to cut your toenails.
Yes, you do, bro.
Yeah, say things the way you used to. Tend to separate only when you choose to. You just wanna be around what I'm used to.
Are you hearing it though?
No, I'm hearing it.
No, not listening. Are you hearing? No, you hearing it, but are you listening though?
No, I'm hearing it.
Oh, which one's better, hearing it or listening?
Listening.
Yeah.
Caught me by surprise, I guess I couldn't see things. I guess I keep
what I tell him
when I need things. You know I peep the way you operate. I pray to God to keep my baggage out of the proper way. I wanna move like a soprano, but I gotta wait. You one-on-one, but I'm wondering if I could wait. I tend to notice every change, do the same thing. I spin around a double back, but you change lanes. I guess you focus on the past, I do the same thing. I just wish that this could last.
Man, I'm like, yo, do the rapper hand lyrics. The little Drizzy back in the day with the little Parkinson's hand. Shit, man. Welcome to the Really Good Podcast, man. Home of the Really Good Podcast. You know what time it is, man. We back at it again, boys. How y'all feeling? Everyone's good. If you're watching this, you gotta like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
Ding dang.
Support us on TikTok.
Yeah, support us on support us everywhere, man. Just keep doing what the fuck y'all are doing. We'll keep doing what we're doing, man. It's Rizzy the Great in the cut. Got Kai Creations in this bitch. To keep it real in this motherfucker. No Solid the Hustler. He's still on leave. It's okay. We're not mad. He'll be back soon. But anyways, yeah, everyone feeling good. How's everyone week's been? We're finally on a Friday. It's kind of weird. Other days was it last time we did on Sunday? Sunday's kind of weird.
We've done Monday.
Good pod though.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's been a pretty cool week. I loved going to Vegas. That was like really dope, especially with like the vlogging and everything.
Hell yeah.
It was cool, especially with I'm trying to get. We were watching the Logan Paul shit prior to it, so I was getting the little zoom ins when you guys were speaking. Cause so you could do it in post, but it's not.
No, it's not the same.
It's not as real.
At all.
It's not as like authentic, you know. Because when you're getting it right on what they're saying, it's so much nicer to like.
But we got a lot of good content on the way. I'm excited to do more vlogs and shit like that. It's been cool. We've had a lot of content out this week too. We had the performance vlog. We had the performance video itself. That was like near the end of last week.
Yeah.
Podcast was out.
Charge Go.
Podcast clips. Yeah, the interview with Charge Go is still going up. Fun times, man. Fun times. It's nice, like chipping away, just putting out content. And we got another vlog, and we finally got part of a music video shot. I'm so excited to see that footage, man. This new camera, bro. Wow, we're next level right now. We're next level podcasters. I think it's official.
Wait until you see the fireworks. Wait until you see the fireworks.
That shit was so lackluster, man. It wasn't even ones that like blew up in the air. You know, it was like the sparkler stayed maybe like 2 feet high.
Yeah, we got hustled because the guy was like, "Yeah, shoot up to like about like 7 feet," and then bro, it didn't shoot up anywhere. It was just on the floor. Just
and I asked him too. I was like, "Would you rather get the dragon's breath or the core reactor?" He's dragon's breath for sure.
The fireworks were called dragon's breath and core reactor.
Yeah, that was the two I was looking at.
Yeah,
I was like, something that's illegal but not too illegal. He's like, well, all of them are legal. You know, it's Nevada.
Nevada's different.
Yeah.
Your boys got some extendos.
Yeah.
Boy, do I feel good about the extendo, man. That is just a different level of home protection right there, man. Like. You feel like you're fucking Rambo. I'll be walking around this bitch feeling like Rambo. And I'll be doing the little.
If you were in Soulja Boy's situation,
a
few years back, when the people did the home invasion, what are you doing, man?
I still feel like that story was a lot of cap to it.
Well, let's hear your version, or let's hear what you would do in that type of situation. 4 people run into the house, you in your bedroom, butt naked.
Yep.
Extendo on the side table.
I actually don't sleep naked. You sleep naked?
Nah, bro.
Oh, really? You for sure sleep naked,
sometimes.
Right? Yeah.
It's nice. It's free.
4 people walk in. Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, the cops are going to be like, how did you fire off 50 rounds in the span of 1 minute? And I'm going to be like, dude, I don't know, but y'all can't open my safe. So that's the plan. Spend it all, put away the extendo. Now I just got my little 2 10-round mags, and I don't know what to tell the police. Like, look, I was filling that bitch up over and over again, and I just kept letting off shots. Y'all might want to have me on your squad since I loaded the gun so fast.
Exactly, bro. Well, it would be kind of nice for you, because what if it's your brother who comes in and asks you the questions? That'd be crazy.
All right, man. So where we at with it next? Good week. Hella NBA news.
Yeah, I've been tapping in with the NBA news. I saw Kevin Durant is leaving the Nets.
Kyrie opted back in. Kevin Durant's leaving the Nets. Bro, there's so much going on right now. You know they shelved out, I think, over... It was 1.something billion in a day of like contracts going out. There's so much stuff going on right now. I'm excited.
Deal, right? His higher paid deal to like take a lower pay cut.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff.
Ja got a fat bag.
Really?
Ja.
Yeah. I think he got a 5-year deal for like 200-something million.
That's
Good for
wild.
him. What's going on with the Lakers?
Lakers, we are the only people that are interested in signing Kyrie as far as like teams that like really genuinely express interest. So we could get Kyrie. That is definitely a possibility. He only has one more year left on his deal. So even if he doesn't get traded, apparently his camp is saying he's coming right over here as soon as his year is up, whether he gets traded or not. So that would be cool. And LeBron, if anyone can handle Kyrie, it's LeBron. Also, people were talking about possibly packaging AD and AD and whoever else to also get KD because KD wants out. Bro, imagine we get KD and Kyrie. It won't happen though.
I heard the KD could be also looking at the Suns.
Yeah. Those are his two teams. Suns and the Heat is what they said.
That'll be crazy.
Ooh, the Heat with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
God damn, that would be zesty, bro. I don't know.
I like him and the Suns. I don't think they can keep
Chris
Bam.
Paul. Get Chris Paul a ring. Devin Booker. Devin,
DeAndre is definitely would be out of there. But yo, it would be cool. I would like it. But he doesn't have a no trade clause, so he could really get sent anywhere. But apparently they're gonna really try to like acquiesce to his needs and shit like that. So we'll see. Hey, we do have some drama to get into for an NBA player. We'll hold off for now. Because I'd rather talk about R. Kelly. That's some pretty wild news. What day did that shit drop? 2 days ago? A day ago?
Probably like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, I just heard about that. Like, yo, R. Kelly got sentenced to 30 years in prison. I'm like, wow.
Yo,
I kind of assumed it would be something like that.
I didn't even know that it was like a RICO case against him.
Yeah, sure. My bad.
That's some crazy shit. You got an article, right?
Yeah, I got an article. R. Kelly placed on suicide watch after being sentenced to 30 years in prison, his lawyer says. R. Smelly has been placed on suicide watch at the federal detention facility in New York, where he is being held after he was sentenced this week to 30 years in prison on racketeering and sex trafficking charges, his lawyer said Friday. But the disgraced R&B singer is not suicidal, attorney Jennifer Bonjean told CNN she believes, adding Kelly had been fearful of being put on suicide watch. The irony of putting someone on suicide watch when they're not suicidal actually causes more harm, Bonjean said. Kelly, 55, was placed on suicide watch because he is well known, Bonjean said. She was told by prosecutors who spoke with prison officials. CNN has reached out to prosecutors and the Bureau of Prisons for confirmation. It's punishment for being high profile, and it's horrifying, frankly, she said. To put someone under suicide watch under those conditions is cruel and unusual when they don't need it. Bonjean had asked Kelly to email her after he was taken back to Federal Metropolitan Detention Center following some shit. Never got an email from him. Yeah, okay, that's about all we need to know. So, the boy's on suicide watch. Poor guy. It must be so tough.
Dude, 30 years? You know how he used to say age is nothing but a number?
Sheesh.
But time is nothing but a number. In 30 years, it seems really fair. I feel like also, with the RICO case, if he's going down with it, shouldn't other people go down with it? Especially if they're like bringing him girls or whatever, or if they're, I guess, enabling the behavior.
You're saying like the other people connected to him?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I see
it
it says racketeering and sex trafficking charges. I guess, does racketeering automatically make it a RICO though? Or what's the definition of racketeering?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because if you're sex trafficking, that would be an organized crime itself, right? Because if it's going to be a full group.
Honestly, racketeering just means dishonest and fraudulent business dealings. So, okay, that makes sense. Because I would say, if it's a RICO, that means like, why would they even need that? It's not like he had a big ass gang of people. But yeah, so he'll be 85 when he gets out, huh?
I don't think he's getting out. I think he's going there for life.
More, right?
He has other cases in different states about the other races and shit. Yeah. So I mean, I think the part about hiding what he was doing was more so on his internal team, like you were saying, like telling him, hey, don't let him know where the flights are going or which hotels we're staying at or rooms or studios and shit. So that part, the fact that he's hush about it, you know, is probably adds on to that RICO case.
What happens to their money? Like he's probably has so much money. What happens to their money when they go to prison? Does it get seized?
He got bread.
Oh, he just has bread? Does he?
He's not getting penalized for anything like financial related. So it's not like there's I forgot what it's called when you have to like pay everything you stole back. Like if you do like white collar shit, say you steal like $300,000, as when you get out, you have to start paying that off monthly, like to pay it back. I forgot what the term is.
But do you get to keep the money?
No.
The ones.
Back.
Oh, okay. I see.
Does anyone feel bad for him about the suicide watch shit?
No, I don't think he's on suicide watch.
No, he is on suicide watch.
He's on suicide watch. I would not feel bad
R.
at
Kelly
all.
has been placed on suicide watch at the federal detention facility in New York.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
wild.
bro,
I do not feel bad if you're fucking manipulating these girls, tricking them, gaslighting them, all these things that, like, these are girls that I guess they don't even have any power. They weren't understanding what was going on prior to what was happening. And then you get into the life, you get tricked by, oh, there's fame attached to this guy. Oh, this guy has a lot of power, so I must do these types of things. Fuck no, I don't feel bad for somebody getting 30 years and being on suicide watch.
Yeah, what is so bad about... So, I mean, that's the thing. They didn't elaborate on what was so bad about suicide watch. So she's just saying, her point is he's only being put there because he's well known. Fam, he's being put there because he just got sentenced to 30 years in prison.
Yeah.
And then the last time we heard from his ass, he's fucking yelling at that one lady. What's that lady name? Gail. He's fucking they're killing me, Gail. Y'all killing me with this shit, man. Bro, I'm putting this nigga on suicide watch. Yeah, exactly. I'm fighting for my life. Like, bro, you need to be put on suicide watch. If anything, that's caring, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I would just let us. Nah. Cause suicide. Do you feel like suicide's an easy way out? Like you'd rather have someone do their time, or if someone kills themselves, you're like, good. Honestly,
I like the time a little bit more, but you know if they're gonna commit suicide that they're like dying inside, you know, because there's a huge fear of being like, yo, I'm about to be in prison. This is gonna be my life, and you know, I'm gonna just kind of end my life, especially them realizing what they've done. So it's like, all right, it could be an easy way out, but it's like, oh, maybe I'm doing the world a favor.
That's a good point, because a lot of times I feel like it's the easy way out. Like, dang, especially when someone gets like killed by like cops or something and they did some fucked up stuff. But when you kill yourself, it's so like against the way that any species is made up. Like suicide does not exist in other animals. Like they don't get depressed and go through shit. So for us, it's so abnormal. Like if you try to intentionally hurt yourself or like cut yourself, bro, even I know a lot of people be like emo and shit, fucking slicing their wrist, but that you automatically have a disorder. Like even if you're always just doing it for attention, it's really not common or even mentally comfortable for a species to do anything that's harming itself. So to kill yourself, you're right. You do have to be in an extremely fucked up headspace.
Yeah.
But
well,
fuck
I've done that before.
Huh?
Like, I've cut myself before.
How was it?
I wouldn't do it again. The shit was actually pretty annoying because like my fucking arms was itchy. And then I kind of like shitted on myself because I was like, you too pussy to actually do it, you know? But like at the time, it was like I didn't feel anything. And I was like, damn, because I worked myself into a mental space where it was like, I don't want to feel anymore.
Did it help with coping with it?
It was a learning lesson, yeah, but I wouldn't say it helped with coping with the actual issues that was underlying. You know, like I had to figure that out later.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was like, it wasn't a scream out for attention because I didn't tell anybody real about it. Nobody
you too black for that shit to show up. That's why
nobody like figured out. Like, and then like for months I wore hoodies to school every day, even though it was fucking summer and shit. Cause that shit was still healing. But I was like, you dumbass. You know,
see, that's hardball right there. Because hella people will do it and they want motherfuckers to see because it's like a cry for stuff. But that's the thing. Sometimes it's easy to write off when it is a cry for attention. But it's like, nah, bro. Yeah, they're looking for attention because something is going on in their head that someone is not tending to. So no matter what the reason is, that's like, it's very hard for your brain to like do that. Something has to be going on. Regardless, maybe R. Kelly should start cutting himself.
He should probably start. Did you guys see the Prisoner? There was a video of this guy. They were telling him to rap. And if he would fuck up, they'd smack him. Bro, so he was rapping this shit, and then he'd fuck up one time. He smacks him, keeps smacking him. I'm just thinking like, yo, what are they going to do to R. Kelly in prison, bro? Like, if that guy is getting that type of treatment, because they ain't going to have him in something nice.
Yeah, bro, they do not treat pedophiles very well in prison, bro.
Nah.
He's going to get fucked. I wonder what type of security he's going to have when he's there, because obviously you're a huge celebrity, but I wonder what kind of security he's going to be, or what type of facility he's going to be at.
You think he's going to make some jail bangers?
Maybe, bro. Maybe. Now, okay.
If R. Kelly's at the end of the cell block singing at night and shit, he'll be pretty cool, bro. Like, probably going to, you know, the lunch line, he'll get the big piece of chicken.
Maybe.
If they even eat chicken. Like, as long as he's entertaining everybody, I'm pretty sure R. Kelly will be fine.
What if he come out looking like a dude who killed Nipsey? You seen the picture?
Oh, bro,
that's fucked up.
He had a big ass lump on his face.
Yeah, and his eye, like it's red. You know when people get socked in the eye?
Oh, like when the inside is fucking bleeding.
Bro. I think it's like a vein popping or some shit.
Blood
what do y'all
vessel.
say to the people that argue that this is not R. Kelly's fault and it's because he was abused as a kid that he's the way he is today?
I mean, hurt people.
Yeah.
Ooh, you like that? But still, you got to go do the time. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't. It ain't my. If I'm one of the victims and I'm getting fucked by this grown ass man, I don't really care what the grown ass man's childhood was like. Like if a girl gets abducted and she's literally kidnapped, chained to a fucking thing, she's not like, man, but this guy has trauma. I can tell. Well, he's for sure had some shit happen to him. Like, but that ain't the world's problem. Like, it's just unfortunate for you, but no one gets a green light to just do the shit he was doing.
And you're adding on the trauma. So it's like,
now you're gonna have making someone else like, traumatized.
You think that girl's gonna care about his trauma when you're traumatizing her? Fuck no. It's like, it's super unfair.
Fuck your trauma.
I just don't like that conversation of making the person who is mentally unstable to say like they are the victim of their own doing. You know, but like you said, if it does interact with somebody else's life and cause trauma where you're killing somebody, I mean, a serial killer was neglected when they were younger by their parents. Boo-hoo, you know, that happens to a lot of people. It doesn't mean you can justify going out killing 30, 40 people, you know?
It doesn't justify it. I think it's a conversation to be had, though. Yeah. You know, just to understand how certain people will come from a certain background and do things because of that. But
it's really crazy when they don't have anything like that in their background. Like serial killers, when they grew up in like a normal ass household, that's what that shit throws me off. Because like, dang, how do you even prevent that shit? Like, what happened in their head? It's weird.
Yeah, when we were on our way back from Vegas, we saw that JCS, the lady who killed the guy that was cheating on her. And at the start of the video, they're like, yeah, this lady had a pretty normal childhood, no trauma or anything like that, but she ended up doing something like that. And I think they were trying to point it towards love and being, like, I guess, when you're in love, it'll kind of drive you to do crazy things, or it'll fuck you up, you know, give you a different type of trauma versus one that you grew up with.
The thing I don't like about this case, though, is just like how his celebrity has carried him to this point this far. You know, like it's always been an issue about him.
Yeah, motherfuckers knew about that shit forever when he was with Aaliyah
and shit. So, yeah, since we were little, even watching Boondock, seeing the episode of R. Kelly pissing on somebody, that's hilarious. You know,
but like Dave Chappelle too, making the sketch.
Like it's okay to make jokes about the shit, especially when they're still out doing tours, making money. Like nobody really cares; it gets swept under the rug, but. At least on the legal side, you know, like why is it being swept under the rug on the legal side when we know as a culture that this shit has been happening?
Bro, but I hate when the black people always be like one black person in the media come out, man, look how they got another one of us. Look how they did it. Fam, like, are you just closing your ears and eyes to everything and not examining any of the footage, info? Right. There's actually a video of him pissing on a girl, so that's kind of hard to refute. They got him. Bro, how about everyone who's fucking little girls just gets got? Like, what if we all just root for that? I think we can all get on board for that, but motherfuckers, when it's a black celebrity, they can't, like, bro, still be objective, though. You lose your power when you show you're not objective at all, because now, if that shit does happen, say they get Eddie Murphy for some shit, not being with a trans, but some other shit, and it seems flimsy, now when you speak up, no one cares because you just defended R. Kelly, dumbass.
Yeah,
Robert.
Do you feel the same way about like Michael Jackson and his allegations?
No, he didn't do nothing.
So it's like
he wasn't caught. He didn't do nothing.
But didn't R. Kelly get acquitted for his charges for the pissing on somebody or taking a shit on somebody?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I heard. Well, you see, this wasn't full on research, but I heard Poetic Flacco bring up this point. He did get acquitted for those charges. But yeah, I don't know. Do you think more black people, like black people who are in power or like they've been behind a lot of media scrutiny, that's one of the reasons, well, I'm not saying only for R. Kelly, but there's like other instances where they're kind of like, they're standing up for Michael Jackson. I'm trying to think of some other
Michael
names.
Jackson he was friends with the kids. But can I tell y'all a story about Michael Jackson, actually?
Tell us.
This is another... Well, also, my mom is very biased because she loves Michael Jackson. Was going to all his shit.
Everybody love Michael Jackson?
Yeah. She was going to his shows back in the day. Like, she loves him, bro. She was the one who put me on to him. So, my preschool, I went to the same school as Chris Tucker's kid. So, he invited everyone for his birthday, but the birthday was at Neverland.
Oh, shit.
So everyone went. Bro, one of the kids that filed not him filing the lawsuit, but he was accused of molesting... The one that had cancer, he was there when we were there, and like my mom said, he was just like running around like he lived there. I mean, because he did live there.
So you was at Neverland when this shit happened?
No way! Get the fuck out!
Yeah, well, I mean, Neverland is literally like just an amusement park and like arcades and stuff like that. Yeah, so he was there just running around. Like we were on a little tour
just
thing,
living there.
And he was there chilling. And so my mom's defense was always like, well, he could have gone at any point. He wasn't signaling to us. He was fine. Him and his sister were running around like they owned the place, playing on the games, hanging out with the group, like so. I don't know, man.
I guess Travis just wasn't cute enough.
I think Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson's for sure weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he was fucking the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, he said he
Hanging
did
out
it
the
because he
kids.
didn't have a childhood, so it was cool to still see children around
And
playing
hang with them and
shit like
lay
that.
with
But
them and
that's
shit.
weird as fuck. Like, there's a weird underbelly of grown men in Hollywood hanging out with kids.
Hey, they
or
also
doing
say
shit with
Michael
kids.
Jackson was castrated though.
Oh,
They say his
damn.
balls didn't live.
He had a deep ass
didn't live.
voice. A lot of people.
Michael didn't. Michael had a high pitch ass voice.
Michael Jackson had a deep voice.
Like when young Michael or new Michael?
Michael Jackson never had a deep
Michael.
voice.
T-Pain had a whole. He was talking about how Michael Jackson showed him around his house and how he secretly, like behind closed doors, he had a deep ass voice. There's been hella celebrities that have came out saying Michael Jackson had a deep ass voice.
I think I saw the video when he kind of slips up that one time.
Yeah.
He was
I
like,
don't
he was
believe
trying
it.
to say something. He was just like, hey, he's like,
Yeah.
and then he
don't
goes
believe
back
it.
to the voice. Bro, that's fucking crazy. Damn, I still can't believe you went to Neverland, bro. Was it dope? Was it like
Was it
just
everything
had
you ever
rides
dreamed
and
of?
shit?
I just remember it being like a cool amusement park. I was like preschool age, so it was a great time.
Too old for Michael.
There was a yeah, it was like a fish tank and some shit. It was cool. It had little like animals and stuff around. It was a good time.
You know, also to go back to that point about like people coming out and defending certain black men, like you see a lot of rappers who are yelling "Free YSL." How do you guys feel about that?
Free slime slash that. What you mean?
Because like Chris Brown came out on the Drink Champs interview and he was talking about like, yeah, you know, those are my people.
But
Like,
that's his
actually,
bro.
no.
Like yeah, that's his like. So
And
what
even
you gonna say?
Drake even put it on the Honestly
That's
Never
his
Mind.
bro too. slime slash that.
But so it's like if they do get convicted for that type of shit, it's like I feel like if you're the bros, you're kind of gonna just blame the cops for doing for.
Yeah, that's what Chris said. He said it's fucked up. Yeah,
But
man.
like, even
free-
if your homies is wrong, you gotta stand by your homies though. That's really
Yeah,
what
it's
that
what you're
is.
gonna say. Like, if we knew that one of our homies that we were cool with did a lot of other shit and was involved in a lot of shit that we didn't know about, but
It'll
we
still
knew
be
he was
free,
involved.
homie.
What I'm gonna say, yeah, man. Well, from what I've heard, he was a pretty shit guy. Like, man,
Yeah,
that
you
was
can't
my
switch
boy.
up on him.
Free
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Fuck it. But they're also not gonna come out and be like, it's bullshit the way they're doing them. They don't have no facts. They don't have no, because you're gonna
'Cause
look
they
kind of
know.
dumb. It's gonna
Yeah.
you gotta be semi-objective.
You think okay? Since R. Kelly's about to go to prison for 30 years and he got more trials and shit, do you think he should take the pill that'll make you live up to 200 years old?
There's a pill that will
yeah,
make you
what's
live up to
that?
200
Bro,
years
so-
old.
Yeah, bro. There's a fuck out of here. No. So there's this scientist.
John
His name is Dr. Andrew Steele. So he's the author of Ageless. I haven't read the book yet, but I did read an article, and they're talking about how there's these. I think he's talking about getting rid of these zombie cells in your body, because humans, we could like create cells up to like 50 times versus a Galapagos turtle that those live up to 120 years, like, average lifespan. They could or their cells can keep dividing 100 times versus humans. So what Dr. Steele, he's trying to work on this serum that will help you get rid of those zombie cells in your body. They tried it on mice. They injected them with the serum, and these mice, they start running faster, they look plumper, they got more fur, and it increased their lifespan for 35%. If you guys could, would you guys live up to 200 years old?
Nope.
Nope.
No?
Seems weird.
But 200, but you're not like aging, you're not getting wrinkly, you're not.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel natural. It feels weird. I kind of want to age. That's weird.
Yeah.
200 years later,
I mean, if none of my friends or nobody else in my family is doing it, then no, because everybody would be
They're
dead
a
by the time
fucking
I'm
sheep.
fucking 105. I'm like the only person still living, looking the same way I am, but everybody I know is dead. Like, that's pretty ass.
Well,
you're gonna have to be on suicide watch.
Exactly. Exactly.
well, also like Jeff Bezos and Peter Thiel, the co-founder of PayPal, they're investing into it. They're saying that this pill could be on the market in about 10 years.
That's crazy.
So if it does come onto the market and several people are starting to take it, because, I think that's humanity's biggest problem, that, everybody's so afraid of death and it's going to come for us. It's going to come for us, and why can't we extend it? There's no cap on human life, because we've seen people who've lived up to 100 or early hundreds, but I don't know.
Bro, they just want slaves to live longer. Like, why would like, niggas is dying at 60, 70 years old. If I can keep you for 200 years old, at a job, I'll keep you for 200 years at a job. Hell yeah.
But I don't think slaves could pay for that pill. I feel like that pill is going to be very expensive.
Unless they make it accessible, like everything else started out expensive and then becomes accessible. And they're like, hey, everybody, let's live for 200 years.
Is HIV meds accessible?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
No, they're very expensive.
I feel like they're still expensive, bro.
Because of Martin Shkreli? Or?
Yeah, they would have had it a lot cheaper than Martin Shkreli fucked it up.
I mean, like the vaccine at one point was hard to get. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get that, or even a test for COVID, and now everybody has a test. You have 15-minute.
I paid $20K for my vaccine.
But this is something that increases your life. This is not just something that is supposed to, we all have to band together to take this vaccine so we all could live.
NASA had one big ass computer, and then computers got smaller and smaller and smaller as technology went along, and now we have a computer for a phone type shit.
Oh, so
they used to have like a whole room full of motherboards and shit to power one thing. And that's at NASA. You know what I'm saying? Like the first computer type shit. So over time, things get smaller and things become more compact as technology gets better. So they're going to figure out a way to make it more accessible if they want to.
Yeah. So, but like I also feel like people who have money and I guess power or whatever, they're able to be they have things accessible to them that we won't be able to get. Like
right.
if you hear like Joe Rogan, he'll talk about certain things that he takes that shit I never heard of. It doesn't seem like that's in the stores. I feel like you got to order that somewhere else, and you got to put up a certain amount of money for it.
Well, I hope they don't do that shit. I hope they piss on all those pills because I don't want Queen Elizabeth living to 400 years old. Her old ass.
She come back to life
for sure.
Like, how you get so young?
Dusty ass motherfucker.
Nah, what else we got? We got some other shit.
Well, actually, Tori's been killing it on his music reviews, so I'm curious. Did you fuck with Chris Brown's album?
Bro, playing that shit up to Vegas, it was fire.
Four
that
niggas listening to R&B in the car.
I don't even listen to Chris Brown album because I don't like listening to like music when the dude's talking about fucking your girl.
Yeah, I'm not a huge R&B guy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then I mean, and today modern R&B I kind of have a problem with too because at least Chris Brown's version of R&B, like it's supposed to be sexy and lusty and shit like that. It is like what it is, you know what I'm saying? But like back in the day, R&B songs were about love and shit. I rather listen to those type of songs.
Remember he said when you love someone, you could feel it in your balls?
Exactly.
That's the
Blue.
best
That was Young Blue, dog.
But like talking about, fuck her in the pussy,
I
I pull out and nut on your chest and shit. Like, it has its place, but I just don't personally want to listen to that in my headphones. But I can't lie, bro. The Chris Brown album was slapping. I saved 2 songs. I'll be asking y'all, what songs you download? I got Possessive and I got Call Me Every Day. I like them too.
The one with WizKid?
Yeah. I like the one with him and Lil Baby too. I gotta get that one. I gotta listen to that one.
Oh, what about Wayne? One with Wayne?
That's the one I got. Possessive.
Oh, Possessive. Okay,
yeah.
got you.
And I think the one with him and Baby is Addicted, so I want to listen to that one again.
Does this mean his project was better than both Kendrick's and Drake's?
Yes, it was, bro. Yes, it was. I felt like Drake was probably punching the air listening to Chris Brown's album, honestly.
The reason I think it's better than those two, it's a longer album, so it's not like you're just giving us one type of flavor because he starts off really slow. Or he starts off like you have select songs that are a vibe, right? And then you go lower into the album, it'll have a different vibe. Yeah. Then you see him trying different shit, and then especially with that WizKid song, like the tropical vibes. Mm-hmm. I guess that's how you could describe that one. And then that song Forbidden, the one that was like the Disney song that was so cool because it was like a R-rated Disney song. That's how I'll describe it. And bro, that shit got me so upbeat.
You talking about the one that sounds like a musical?
Yeah, bro, that shit was
fuck no.
Bro, that shit was so cool.
Hell nah.
I liked it for the genre that it was in.
Yeah. I couldn't believe how fucking corny it sounded. It was like for kids. It was like a kid's song.
It was a kid's song with adult details.
Yeah, exactly. I was just super thrown off by that. It was a weird rendition.
It was nostalgic, bro. I felt like that.
I just didn't expect to hear that from like Chris Brown. I'm expecting to be watching like a fucking kids movie.
But Chris Brown's also made songs just like that. Like what was it called? The 3X when he's like, oh yeah, when he's dancing on the bus.
That was old, yeah.
Yeah, because it was one of those like forever type of Chris songs, you know.
I can't say it's better than Kendrick's album. I can say it's different. Two different,
but it's
like,
better. It's better to listen to.
Easier to listen to.
Because if we played Kendrick's album the whole way up to Vegas. Wow, we would have been fighting by the time we got up. Everyone would have just been like
fucking angry.
Yeah, bro. No one wants to hear that shit the whole time. By the time it loops the 4th time, 5-hour drive. Oh hell nah, bro. Everyone mood gonna be a little different. No one wants to listen to that shit.
I listened to Mother Sober the other day, and it kind of hit different. Again, like just
keep at it, bro. Eventually it'll hit if you listen enough. Bro, it's better than both their albums. It's better than Drake's. and better than Kendrick's.
Yeah, I'll definitely give it to. I'll give it over.
Kendrick had no substance.
Nah, look, no. Kendrick has substance. It's just the substance that this generation doesn't want to listen to.
Which generation want to listen to that shit? No one.
Bro, I feel like more people they care about something more vibey and something that's going to get them dancing, or somebody who's just rapping really hard. But Kendrick's, it's like he always be saying some introspective shit that it's not going to hit in the moment, and it'll come back to you.
I hope it never comes back to me.
He was talking about some grown man shit on that album, bro.
Yeah, like fucking a white girl.
Yeah, he wants white girls calling him the N-word.
Honestly, I haven't listened to
Mr. Morale.
I haven't listened to it ever since we did the review. I should go back and listen to it.
No need.
No, hell no. I was listening to that Drake album though.
Massive,
bro. Massive, bro. If he plays that like at a fucking festival or some shit, I'm going. Son, I'm be at the front,
bro. But the songs were good, and they weren't just catchy either. Like he put some time and solid effort into this shit, and everything. I really felt like everything was hidden. Like it might not be the best one. Oh, maybe we'll skip this one. But there was never one where you're like, what the hell is this? Like, why did you put this on the project?
Yeah.
Like, you just think we have to listen to this bullshit? It's not like Drake's album where you're just sitting there like hearing the same thing 100 times, and you're just like, what am I still listening to this for? Why did you put this out? You sat there in the studio and you just bobbed your head for 5 minutes straight, and you got a bunch of fucking yes men around you. That's what that tells me. When something is that boring and bad, and then everyone gasses you like it feels good. Like imagine all the yes men Kendrick has. They're all like, oh, it's so powerful. God, that bar right there. Oh my God. Was that a true story about your fucking aunt that turned to your uncle or wherever the fuck the story is? Like, come on now.
It sounded like Chris Brown's album had a way bigger budget. Like he had features and the production on it sounded way bigger and more atmospheric than Drake's shit. Like I saw a video.
Drake didn't have the budget.
He didn't have the budget.
He worked with some of like the best dance people. Well, what is Drake? Come on now. Drake didn't make this shit out of his basement.
This was a lazy ass album.
But he still had 40 and some of the best producers from the house genre.
No features, like you didn't want to get.
That wasn't because he couldn't afford a feature. He's not paying for features. You know that, right?
He was just trying something
Drake
on
is
his own.
Imagine you giving Drake your price. Yeah, it's gonna be 20 racks. That's like lower level rap stuff. Like Hove is never getting no money for a verse.
Bro, I saw a video of Drake calling 40 and was like, yeah, on that one part where I say okay, like he told him to make a change as if he did it over the phone. And so it was just like, okay, if this is how the album is going, and I can see why it sounded like shit.
Have you guys heard any of the theories about why Drake put out like this Honestly Nevermind album?
Nah.
Actually, forget it.
No, actually forget it. No, they was talking about like these. I saw these Canadian podcasters, and they're talking about like how Canada is legalizing like MDMA, and a lot of the clubs are starting to open up, so people are going out and dancing. But the biggest thing, since you brought up Hove, I guess Beyonce put out a sneak peek of new music. And it was dance music. It was like house music and shit. So,
oh my God.
I know the theories is wild, but they're like, okay, so maybe this album, it seemed like he didn't give it his all is because he probably made it in like a week. And then he put it out. So I was just like, I don't know, that's a pretty big reach.
So wait, he had heard Beyonce's dancehall album first, and he wanted to jump.
It was a small snippet of Beyonce's like dancehall.
So then this nigga went and cooked up 14 songs based off that. Beyonce got some dance vibes on her shit.
I don't know. He's like, let me put it out before she puts it out.
Shit, first to market.
Yeah.
Well, I like the Canada point though about the EDM or sorry, what's
MDMA?
MDMA? That actually makes a lot of sense, bro. And it's Canada. They're gonna be going crazy to that bullshit.
Yeah, especially because they've been locked up, bro.
Bro, but you know
COVID and all that.
You know what gets me about Drake? Here's what really bothered me about the album. I know I was bullshitting last week. You know, just spicing it up. But it bothers me when you see someone like they write this whole. I don't know if you read what he wrote for the album. His little I don't know what it's called. The
description.
I guess description. And he'll write so much stuff about how it's heartfelt, or you guys don't hear that much of what I'm thinking unless I pen it into a rhyme. And he's telling, like, he'll tell people how the album is so great and how he put so much into it. Then you hear it, and it just leaves you kind of confused, kind of puzzled. Like, this is you putting your all into it. You just said the same bar 10 times. We counted it 10, 12, 14. Like, it throws me off because. If he just was the type, he's just gonna drop it here. Y'all do what y'all want with it. I don't give a fuck. Like Earl could be like that. Earl Sweatshirt, he might have some shit just scratching the whole song and it's some bullshit. But it's the way he delivers it. I can't say shit. Earl is putting out his art. He's gonna do his thing regardless. But when you were the biggest artist in the world and you have this fucking big ass description about this surprise drop that just rocked the internet, and then we hear it and it's just like, meh, it's great background music. And it is great background music. Seriously, I think it's great for that because you just have a little bounce to your step, but everyone can talk freely. No one's sitting there trying to hear the song because the song is so uninteresting. Super uninteresting. It's elevator music, but really
whose
nice
goal is
elevator
that?
music.
I'm about to make the best background music you've ever heard.
The people who get money from the elevator companies. Jack. Come on.
But as the top artist in the world, like, nah, that's not your goal.
I feel like I don't think the fucking album was meant for lyrics. That's the thing. I feel like if you don't listen to house music, you kind of don't get it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because a lot of house music, it's a lot of repetitive
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And a lot of rap music now, it's a lot of repetitive shit. And those are the ones that are not lasting for a minute. These types of songs, bro, I feel like it's going to be phenomenal for TikTok. I know I said this last week for Reels and all these different types of shit. But it's the instrumentals. I really rock with the instrumentals on a lot of the songs for the Drake album.
I can't accept this from other artists, though. Like, I don't want this to be the trend. Like, that's
it doesn't have to
Yeah,
be.
thank God Breezy didn't go on no bullshit. He didn't
like a
put
full
out no
album,
house.
but it'll be
no-
way better, though. It'll be way better than Drake's album, sounding from his more recent album. Because his more recent album, he has so many different vibes on it. Like, so many different types of instrumentation or different genres that you could place it to. But Chris never wavered from his same R&B shit, which worked in that regard because it wasn't like he was trying to do too much, you know? Like, I know we talk about, oh, if you're going to add something to the genre, like add to it, because that's the point I made last week. And I felt like Drake didn't add anything to the dance hall from what we've heard before, what he made. But like Chris kept it consistent, but it was still to a certain quality. Where Drake's quality kind of diminished from his previous dance hall tracks or his previous reggaeton tracks or house music, even whatever.
What are some of his previous dance hall tracks that you like?
Drake had a bunch of gay ass melodies in this.
Probably like
on this
Passion
album.
Fruit or what's another
Controller.
one?
Signs was fire.
Yeah. What's the
Champagne
one?
with breakfast while I'm yawning.
The one that when he's talking about the car, he's like, I'm whipping downtown on radio.
I shoot you down to you got someone that belongs to me. How what song is that? I try with you.
Find my way? No.
It's more than life than give. Oh, feel no ways. It's
Feel no ways. There you go.
It's more than life
Yeah.
sleeping in again high with you.
Liability? Okay, cool. See, that's what I'm saying. We've heard great songs from Drake that have that sound to it, but like this didn't seem like it went full house music because it still sounded like Drake beats. So it's like it's not full house music. It's still a Drake beat, but it's not Drake performing the way I'm used to him performing.
Yeah, Drake dog shitted on this.
It's kind of like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Even though it's like okay, maybe a drum sounded more house music, maybe a certain sound, but you still had the same Drake cadence. Like so, it's like I've heard this before, but not as bad as what I'm hearing now.
I think it's also like it was a full album filled with that type of music.
Yeah.
And that one rap song or two rap songs.
Yeah, I don't know why he even put
Sticky.
that shit in. The savage shit. Like, just throw it in. All right, man. Just to keep y'all other people happy. Bro, don't just throw this fucking song in here. Fuck all that.
least
Like,
it
we
just
didn't need it. Just
it.
keep it. Keep it the way you had it. Or be on some fly shit and drop a song like Animals at the end of the project. So it's like, oh shit, some experimental. That's dope. Nice little outro. Oh shit, that was a different vibe. The different vibe can't be just you and Savage fucking freestyling back and forth. But him and Savage do need to tape together. That would be awesome. What a Time to Be Alive too. Not obviously that title, but to do that would be phenomenal. I feel like everyone would be happy with a Savage and Drizzy tape.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Certified Lover Savage.
Yeah, Chris was good, bro. Hey, we never really see this, or we don't see it that often, where someone's gone for like a long ass time, and then they come back and just drop like a solid album. And you know, it's not wowing me to a point where it's like, oh, Breezy's back, he's the best ever. Oh, I mean, shit, he already kind of earned his stripes.
Yeah.
But it's just a nice project from him, and it doesn't say you can't really hate on it. And I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest Breezy fan. Like, I'm not listening to his album front to back generally, like, and just man, every song's a slap. I mean, he's rapping a lot or singing a lot for girls.
Yeah.
So certain things I'm just not gonna vibe with. But I can listen to this one through and through, and I'm not mad at all. I like certain songs, certain ones is catchy, certain ones I could just say, this is a dope Chris Brown song. Like, this is solid all around.
Yeah.
There's no issues with me from
And his
anything
vocals
he dropped.
sounded good. Like everything sounded great. And even Chris was doing the kind of rap singing shit.
You know, and he had the kind of the deep vocals sometimes. He had a little, he got me in this bitch recording. I'm over here turning up my low end and shit. Like, I kind of want to get that low little sound of my voice. Bring out the lower frequencies.
Don't get me wrong. Like, there's not a debate between who's a better singer between Chris and Drake.
It's
Like,
Drake.
Chris is obviously Chris is obviously a way better singer. But if you were to compare the two albums, like they both kind of had that singing rapping shit, but Chris did way better.
You know, for a
Way
minute,
better.
I wasn't listening to Chris Brown songs like
'Cause of Rihanna
as much
stuff?
as- No.
Canceled him?
Come on, don't put me on the spot like that.
You're right.
But yeah, because like I'm a huge Chris Brown fan. But there was a period in my life where like, man, I was just like, damn, like Chris Brown songs just sound like Chris Brown songs now.
Yeah.
And I guess like other people's opinions kind of flawed mine. And now getting this album from him makes me so happy because I miss Chris Brown's music, and it's cool to hear him, I guess, get into a different bag. Or multiple different bags. Like, even with the, what was it called? The Forbidden track. That's something that I haven't heard in a minute. Like, from him. And then he kind of like, what is it called? Renovated? No. What's the word? When you
Revamped.
Revamped it. Yeah. So,
And he renovated it.
And he renovated it.
Got
a
his body
fucking
done.
Airbnb in that bitch.
And they got his body done.
But yeah, that was awesome to see, and I love C Breezy.
But Chris hasn't been away for that long though, right? Because I think Indigo was that 40-song track he released. Yeah, that was like 2019.
That was one of them that like I'm not. Maybe the song Heat with Gunna and like certain songs that, but the rest of it just sounds like Chris Brown's been giving us for several years. Yeah. Yo, that's crazy. Chris Brown and Drake, they be making music that's always talking about like smashing your girl, and we love it every time.
Yeah, but Chris is different though. It's way more raunchy. So it's like it's like I'm not finna listen to this. I'm not playing this.
I love R&B, bro. That shit's fire, bro.
Singing and melodizing, panties on the floor and
but see, I just don't like when the R&B niggas like they're not even like rhyming or nothing. Like it's just getting like mad graphic. Like take your clothes off.
Yeah.
I'ma fuck you slowly. I'm like, fam. To me, bro, I'll be trying to like really cams, but I'll be really trying to like write some shit. So it's just weird to me, like, just because this nigga got a good voice, he can just say whatever. Like, I want to fuck you slowly. I'm like, fam, there's just not that much going on when I'm hearing that. Like, I can depict it. I understand just how much your fucking toes curling, her socks being on or off. It'd just be like random details that they'll be sharing. And it's like, okay, so he's really fucking, because he's not just making this up off the top of his head. This shit he thinking. But it's just for the girls. It's not for me.
How do you feel about R&B artists eating watermelon on stage?
Oh, shit. Omarion and Mario. That was the best verses I've seen. I like when there's shit that's
legendary.
funny. When someone has a really bad versus battle, it's hilarious. Him eating the watermelon on stage, did it make you uncomfortable?
Very uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable.
I thought it was racist.
I love that he handed the girl the watermelon. She took it.
She gonna get COVID.
That's disgusting. That shit was racist. Why are you on stage eating watermelon? I feel like the black congregation lost like 4 points when that happened.
Shit, the R&B congregation. Shit, that was... Oh, you talking about because the watermelon facts.
Yeah.
Bro.
And him, and R&B in general.
R&B took a
Bro,
fat
it was
L.
crazy to see that because it's like Omar, and if you look at old clips of him, motherfucker can sing. But then you see him on stage in certain songs, it's like, don't get me wrong, I can't do none of this shit.
Yeah.
But listening to his vocals and listening to Jeremiah's vocals and Ray J's, all these R&B people.
My baby boy, my baby. Oh. But wait, no, wait.
Yo, you saw?
Did you see when Ray J was taking singing lessons the next day?
He's taking the lessons with his dad, bro.
Bro, the next day after the verses, he took singing lessons with his dad.
It was comedy.
And he was doing the exercise. He was just like... and like on camera showing that shit, just straight face looking at the camera doing that. Ray
J, bro.
He took singing lessons with his dad the next day because he did so bad.
Oh, the next day?
The next day, he was on fucking live showing his face like.
I love that about Ray J. He's not afraid to put himself out there, like, especially on social media. Like, bro, he got one of the funniest takes sometimes.
It's also the only reason I tapped into the verses. Like, I'm not even gonna lie about the Omarion shit. Like, I wasn't watching, like, wouldn't have watched it regardless. When I hear about how badly it went, I'm like, oh, I gotta see this. And it was, man, I've just never seen people just coming up on stage and they're just singing horribly. And it was like blatantly, obviously bad. It wasn't like you're reaching or you're just saying, oh, we'll listen for this part. No, it was like, just listen to it. Like, most of the notes are pretty bad. That was awesome, though. You never get to see that. You never see people just up there singing on stage and it just sounds horrible. It's not like the mic was fucking up. It's not like when Giveon was up when doing his shit. Yeah. You could tell the mic something was wrong with it. Probably it seemed like the auto-tune was in the wrong tune or something. It was fucking him up. They switch out the mic. Now he's chilling. No, there was no switching out the mic. It was like he's singing his heart out. It's not hitting.
And it's just like old music, like old performers. Like Chris Brown is one of those performers you could go and watch him.
Ageless.
He don't need timeless performers. I don't think we have too many of those like R&B singers that are timeless. Yeah. Like you shit on Lauryn Hill, but she put out a full album of acoustic songs, bro. That's wild. And you thinking that she can't sing. Fuck out of here, dog.
If you want to say, like, can she sing? I don't think she can sing. Does her voice sound good? Yes. But can she sing? No.
Yes, she can, bro.
No.
Okay. But yeah, okay. Going back to the point of like, I guess after watching Jeremiah.
Oh yeah, what the fuck happened with Jeremiah?
I was like, yo, bro. So I went and watched his old performances, and
he be
you
singing.
sing it. I've seen him do the singing in the car,
Uh-huh.
and that was fire. I was like, damn, yo, he's fucking killing that shit. And then when I go watch his live performances, you could hear a lot of auto-tune. Like, obviously, a lot of artists use auto-tune when they're performing live. But I didn't think he couldn't sing like that, because he makes music still.
Okay, but here's the thing, like, and I've heard him even call out Party Next Door for not singing live, and saying like he not even up here singing for y'all.
Party's a legend.
So I feel like he can sing, but what throws me off, because there's so many of them that were singing really badly. So I think, okay, could they not hear themselves? They didn't have in-ears, but Mario was bodying shit.
For sure.
So then that argument kind of goes out the window, and we would have heard if they had something to add to it. Hey, Mario had the in-ears, we didn't. No one argued that.
Not at
so
all.
I don't understand what was going on that stage, bro.
And
But it's
Mario
sad
was
when you've been
dope.
finessing that shit. Because let's say you don't have the talent to match up to the level that you're at. Like, you have been using the auto tunes, and your engineers are making your voice sound great for years.
Put that
You
shit
know
on
how-
live.
Yeah, but you know how sad it is to fucking go up on stage and your job is to sing and entertain people.
Hey, yo,
and
stop.
You're trash at singing. Like, you know how bad that is.
Yeah.
Bro, they made because
That's
Mario should
embarrassing.
not have won that. Like
Mario
he really
was-
off just the hits, he shouldn't have won that.
He
But
sounded
bro,
so
he
good,
sounded
bro.
he was playing unreleased song or new songs and winning rounds. That's crazy.
And Mario, yo, he was shitting on Mario like crazy
Yeah, he
the
bite-
whole time, bro. Clowning him. Those he brought like B2K on stage for like 1 or 2 songs. I don't think he gave him too many songs to perform with them, but Mario brought out these dancers, and they played that TikTok sensation when he's like doing the little dance.
Oh,
and
the
then
Mario and shit.
Yeah, bro, they started clowning him on stage, and then you see them like address the dancer, and Mario gets the guy's fingers and he puts it in his face, because they do that in You Got Served.
Oh.
You remember that, bro? That shit was crazy.
In a lot of these verses, it's like he who comes more prepared is going to win. Because now that it's the live setup, you're putting on a show. So everything you've done in the past, all this history of hits you have, it has to still speak to the room you're in. It's not really about that anymore. It's how, if we're at a club and I play 2 people's songs, if one record gets the crowd jumping and the other doesn't, maybe the vibe wasn't right, whatever, this one wins.
Yeah.
And in that aspect, when you have someone like Mario who's preparing, he has his songs mapped out very well, he's singing really well, he has the intro, little speaking, he's dissing, he's making it fun. Like, bro, you're looking like the man. So everyone's turning up versus Omarion. He just like, nigga, I got hits. Which one y'all want me to play?
I think Omarion was better prepared.
Why?
Because
of the antics?
because Omarion was the one with the idea for like the TikTok shit, right? And the B2K and the You Got Served shit, or was that Mario?
No,
brought
Mario
that.
brought his own group of dancers
And
to,
it was
to
this
clown
and
Omarion.
TikTok shit. Okay, all right, never mind.
because he did it right after Omarion brought out B2K.
Okay, never mind. My place moved.
Yeah. But I feel like it's also just practice singing. I don't
Just
think.
talent,
I think they
yeah.
were just like out of touch with like practicing
Out
their
of shape.
singing. Because like Mario, his hits were like back in 2000s, right? Because I haven't heard a Mario song that went popping in like the 2010s to 2020 like that. At least not for me. And I listen to R&B, but bro, his voice just sounded so good. It's like you could just tell he's finding that fucking tool, and it just sounded so good. Everybody else, like Ray J,
but like
Ray J hasn't been singing for shit.
But like your ears shouldn't go. Your ears should still be able to hear. And like singing in key is an ear thing, not a voice thing. Like it's not even like they were just out of breath and sounding like not as crisp, or like you're off. You're way off on these notes. That's what. But Jeremiah is the one that really just threw me for a loop, bro. He got the voice of an angel. He's like Alvy. But bro, that was the worst I ever heard his voice sound, which is kind of cool. You never see that. Imagine we just hear Drake singing and he's just horrible, just fucking it up. It gives you confidence,
So would you guys say the ticket has gone down for their price, like for all those artists that perform badly? You think like next time they have a show, a concert,
like the
or
price
anything?
has gone down for their.
Nah, because if you're still hella excited to see Omarion, you're just hella excited to see
bro,
Omarion.
he got
I don't
that
think you
old
care if he can sing or
R&B
not.
demo.
But him trying to make the deal of him getting a bag, and what if they bring that into the equation? Be
You're saying like
"Yo,
shit at verses?
You're not like your old self, like Omarion or Jeremiah.
From a business
or
side
Ray
point,
J.
that would hurt. But from a
Well,
fan
just-
standpoint, they probably would.
Well, it just
It's like
matters
you have
how
to
many
prove
people.
yourself again.
How many people can you pack out the arena with? You still have a draw. If you still have a draw, it doesn't really matter because they're not basing it off your last shit. They're not like, well, what if you don't give the fans a good performance? No, can you bring the fans in this venue so we can get paid off all the
Yeah,
ticket
okay,
sales and
okay.
drinks and beverages and shit?
I just think Mario was just a way better singer, like way better vocalist than Omarion and Ray J. Just on stage or just in general, like even just hearing their music, like the
Them
songs
niggas
that I've
shit
heard.
all-
Like I remember Marion's song was that Icebox.
No, isn't
Don't
was
ask
that
me.
that
That's
oh,
fucking- man,
I
that's
thought that was
Marquise.
Bow Wow, dog.
I don't know, but I had one on Mario song from back in the day, and just hearing that and then hearing Mario sing today, I was just like, yeah, they're just different.
I'll be
vocalists, like
honest.
different
Oh, it is
range of-
Icebox. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Different
That's
different
too far.
artists, you know, like
If
it's
there
kinda hard
isn't
to
a
compare.
girl saying you got to eat the booty like groceries on the song, I'm not listening to an Omarion track. That was the one for me, and that's
Yeah.
about it. Sorry, huh?
Same thing happened to Givian.
Yeah, we talked about that with
Yeah.
his mic, but that's one not his fault. And when Mike Tweaking gets a new mic and he's solid,
Still a
this
great
shit was
vocalist,
like, yeah, Givian sounded great, bro.
Yo,
I love
he's-
that guy's voice.
He's so good.
What was that at BT?
BT? Yeah.
Y'all
Yo,
saw
hit-
Lil Nas X mad about the BT?
Yeah,
And he
bro.
dropped the song with YoungBoy.
Yo, YoungBoy was grooving, bro. He was sliding on that beat. Yo, that shit was crazy. I just never thought that they would ever collab. Like, I just never saw that happening.
I'm not that
I
surprised.
still can't get into YoungBoy's music. I feel like you played me a couple of songs,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Just like how you don't like the Drake album, I don't know. It's just not sonically
Damn,
pleasing
you
to me.
comparing YoungBoy to the Drake album?
But, hey,
you must
I th-
hate YoungBoy's music.
I thought YoungBoy is like the Drake for this generation to the kids.
Nah,
He's
the
bigger than
youngins.
Drake.
He's just
bigger
popping.
than Drake to the kids. What are you talking
He's
about?
popping to the kids, but he's not gonna be Drake.
To the kids, he's bigger than Drake.
He's popping to the kids, but if you
Telling you, bro.
okay, but how hot was Lil Pump to the kids? He was the hottest to the
Hey,
kids.
Lil Pump is starting to
Lil
work
Pump
out.
got
I
a
don't think
deal-
that's,
$10
that is
million
not the same,
deal.
That is not the same matchup.
But if all you're saying is he's hot to the kids, he's Drake to the kid.
Is
He
Youngboy
has a cult
independent?
following with the kids. Like Little Pump never had that cult following.
Lil
Like,
Pump had the cult
YoungBoy
following.
didn't have the same backing as
It's built on much
as
more merit,
6ix9ine,
though.
and he was dropping fucking tracks from jail on YouTube and getting millions of views versus like Little Pump, who okay, you can have something that's trendy, the kids is listening to it, but YoungBoy has now transpired or like has passed that idea of just trendy because he would have been out years ago. Like he's more than
Yeah,
trendy
that's
now.
true.
He's surpassed that shit. So like he has a cult following. Anything YoungBoy say, anything they do,
Okay, then I like him
kids
more
are
to-
emulating him way more than Little
I
Pump.
liken him
Like,
more to Chief Keef. If Chief Keef didn't fuck up his business and not fuck up, but basically fuck
Yeah.
just tell the business to fuck off, basically. Then I liken him more to like a Chief Keef. Chief
Yeah.
Keef, G Herbo, but bigger.
Right.
But Drake, I don't know, bro, because Drake is like Jay-Z. Jay-Z gonna be around forever. I'm still listening to like
Mogul.
Reasonable Doubt and stuff. YoungBoy is super hot right now, but
You think the kids will grow out of YoungBoy at some
I don't
point?
think the kids will. I think they'll always have a huge pull and a huge base. I just feel like what Drake was doing on and off the floor, whether it's like business, who he's partnering with, who he's linking with,
Right.
the bodies of work he's dropping, it's a different formula than like YoungBoy. YoungBoy drop, and go crazy with each one, but it's just different. I don't know if he's just in a different realm. He's not going to give you like the bodies of work that Drake has. In
Right.
my
I mean,
opinion.
that's just he's a better artist all around. But in the eyes of the youth, though, like I think
Like
I was hearing
perceptive value.
perceptive value. Like if you grew up in Atlanta, you would probably
Yeah, he
fuck
got
with
the
21
youth.
Savage more than you do with Drake, just because you grew up in Atlanta. Like, or if you grew up in New York, you would fuck with. You would fuck with Biggie more than you fuck with Snoop Dogg or Eazy-E
Tupac.
because that's just where you grew up at. So it's like, of course, they're big artists, they're great artists, but in the minds, in the perspective of the youth today, I see a lot more kids talking about NBA YoungBoy and fucking with NBA YoungBoy than they do with Drake.
Oh well, yeah. Of course,
yeah.
we're talking about now. Drake is 20 years from when he was talking to the kids. Still, now he's
Yeah.
talking to the world. YoungBoy isn't talking to the world. YoungBoy is speaking to the kids. Kids are going crazy, so he has like the pull on now. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, it's like comparing Drake when he was dropping headlines to Jay-Z. It's just a different. He's not. We're not talking. We're talking about who spoke to the kids. So Drake, yeah, where he's at now, he's speaking to the entire world. YoungBoy definitely has a pull on the kids. They're even about to get him in what's it called? What's that game all the kids is playing?
Fortnite?
Yeah. They're about to have some type of YoungBoy collab going on.
Drake's not in Fortnite.
His songs are for sure. Well, actually, I don't know.
I'm saying, man, I don't know.
Who has more pull on the kids, YoungBoy or Lil Baby?
Little baby.
Ooh,
Really? You think
Actually,
Lil
no,
Baby?
NBA YoungBoy still crazy.
I'd probably give it to
crazy.
YoungBoy because
I
like
still give it to YoungBoy,
it's such
but-
a cult of like not even a cult. It's huge, but kids really fuck with YoungBoy. I don't know. I can't get into YoungBoy.
I think Lil Baby is getting to that point that he's gonna start talking to the world. You know how you're talking about Drake?
Yeah.
Because now he's getting a lot more white listeners. You see all these videos.
He's also more articulate.
Yeah. Remember when we would listen to Lil Baby? We could understand him for a minute.
Back in the day when
Yeah.
I didn't like him back then.
I don't know if it was an engineer or like him just enunciating better, but that shit sounds so good now. Any song that I hear of Lil Baby, I'm just like, damn, he be hit with the bars, sounds crispy, all of that. That's me, hyphy.
You hyphy. So yeah, another breaking news in the rap game.
What? Oh, that shit. Oh, that's funny. Miles Bridges.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah, the rap game,
they were
baby.
talking about he gonna be dropping jail bars, prison bars. They had his song playing over it saying like he's gonna be cooking up from the jail phone and shit like that.
He is for sure.
But before this, guys, I need to pepper my throat.
Okay.
all right.
I didn't even question what the fuck is pepper
That
my
could be
throat.
a lot of things.
just
I don't
know-
know. I support you, bro.
I know, but we can't
That
judge
was
you,
a
bro.
test
We
to
just
see if
can't
y'all
judge you.
support whatever I said.
Yeah,
Dude sticks a
we
needle in his
support-
neck, just fucking pepper in his
We
stuff.
support the LGBTQ, bro.
Nice. Where is LaMelo Ball when you need him? You know, that's what I want to hear from in all of this.
I was thinking about that too.
LaMelo, I see you in the locker room with this man. Terry Rozier, I see you in the locker room with this man doing your little fucking dances. Probably fucking on some females after the game, post game. You LaMelo Ball, we know how you rocking.
Damn right.
Terry Rozier, we know how you rocking. But if your boy's Miles Bridges, that means you kicking it with him. You in the cut with him. You know his temperament. So why am I hearing about your boy beating up his wife? Yeah, exactly. Think about that for a
Just
second.
goes to show, bro,
You
you really
passing
don't
that
know
guy the ball?
nobody.
You feeding him in the lane every chance you get? You throwing him up for lobs? You got this guy slam dunking the ball, going home, slam
I feel
slamming
you.
his wife.
God
Yeah, I was gonna say
damn.
slam dunking, then it became intentional.
If you want to go comedy style with it, I'm just saying. You know,
I'm just saying, I don't know what LaMelo
I was trying
Ball's
to keep it
doing.
more tame, you know, somebody getting beat the fuck up. I'm like,
We'll get
you gotta
into
be
it.
sensitive in
We'll
this
get into
topic.
it, but
He's like, LaMelo Ball, I want to talk to you. But since we're talking to LaMelo, you throwing lefts and rights. Your
to the
boys out
fuck-
here throwing lefts and rights. I thought we was playing basketball. We're here playing fucking Mike Tyson's knockout.
I'm just saying,
what are you doing?
your boys got to hold you accountable. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you, Travis.
So the story is
I hold LaMelo Ball accountable for this shit.
NBA star Miles Bridges' wife, Michelle Johnson, comes forward. He abused me in every way. One day after the Hornets... See, I should have let the jokes wear off before I started reading it, because then it get too serious too fast.
All right, before you even
Then
start
I'm gonna
reading
have
it,
to
let's,
really go
just,
into
let's take it
Miles.
up a notch and just blame Michael Jordan.
No, I'm joking.
He
I
owns the
play for a little bit. See, I play for a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry.
Oh,
Look,
come on.
I'm gonna dice it. I'll lob it up to you, Keeb. Don't even trip.
Jam it.
Now look, on Wednesday afternoon, rising NBA star Miles Bridges was arrested by Los Angeles police for felony domestic violence. The 24-year-old Charlotte Hornets forward ended up behind bars on the eve of free agency, where he was expected to command a $100 million plus dollar deal after a breakout season leading his team in scoring. He was released on bond and is set to appear in court July 20th. While the LAPD released no information about the incident that triggered their arrest, the Hornets responded with a statement on Thursday. The Charlotte Hornets are aware of the situation involving Miles Bridges. We are in the process of gathering additional information. We will have no further comment on this time, but we will be figuring out if we are going to give him this fucking contract. Damn well,
not
they
giving
can't give him no contract
bro.
with this
Hell
shit
no.
circulating. This is the worst thing that could have happened to him. But based on the Carfax, it might not have happened to him. He might have just caused it.
How often, like, how long do people go to prison for like domestic violence?
It depends.
Like how bad the injuries and everything was.
See, I'm not sure, but
Did,
you're not in
did
the league
Breezy
if you
get locked
do.
up? Did C Breezy get locked up?
No.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did
okay.
have. Yeah, he had court cases.
Okay. That's a little different. All right, go ahead.
Now you killing it, bro. You killing it.
Thank you.
All right. The Charlotte Hornets are where. Oh yeah. Late Thursday evening, Michelle Johnson, Bridges' wife, and the mother of their two children shed light on the NBA player's alleged actions, posting a series of photos on Instagram showing the bruising she claims Bridges caused, as well as what appears to be a hospital report with harrowing details. Yo, I can't lie. When you post the fucking, like, the bruising and the visible evidence, That's when it's like, yeah, something fucking happened. This ain't no Amber Heard shit where it's like, oh, my face was really red. Bitch, you out the same night. Like, this is when you see the evidence.
And we talked about that. Didn't we have the story of 42 Doug, and it was the hotel situation, and the girl was like, oh, he hit me, and everybody was hitting me, and we was like, where are the Carfax? Where are the pictures?
And
at?
don't show me no little bullshit. You could have banged your arm on the table.
Exactly.
The stuff she showed is it makes you look at dude completely differently. Like, it's crazy. All right, so I'll go on. Adult victim of physical abuse this is the details. Adult victim of physical abuse by male partner, assault by strangulation, brain concussion, closed fracture of nasal bone, contusion of rib, multiple bruises, strain of neck muscle.
Bro, the strain of neck muscle, you know the craziest part about that? Is that the kid was witnessing it. The kid, you could hear him say that shit at the end.
They said assault by strangulation. That's the one that does it for me. But the whole thing is pretty fucking crazy. Brain concussion, closed fracture of nasal bone, contusion of rib, multiple bruises, strain of neck muscle.
Everything, like.
This nigga is crazy. Okay, so all right. Well, let's read off what she had to say. It's kind of small on this picture, so bear with. Oh, never mind. I zoomed it. I hate that it has come to this. Sorry. I hate that it has come to this, but I can't be silent anymore. I've allowed someone to destroy my home, abuse me in every way possible, and traumatize our kids for life. I have nothing to prove to the world, but I won't allow anyone who could do something so horrible to have no remorse and paint a picture of something I'm not. I won't allow the people around him to continue to silence me and continue to lie to protect this person. It's unethical. It's immoral. It's truly sick. It hurts my heart because I've always had hope and so much love, and as scary as this is for me, to do, it's time I stand up for myself. I won't be silent to protect others anymore because I value myself and my kids more than anyone's images. A fractured nose, wrist, torn eardrum, torn muscles in my neck from being choked until I went to sleep, and a severe concussion. I don't need sympathy. I just don't want this happening to anyone else. I just want the person to get help. My kids deserve better. That's all I want. It hurts. Everything hurts. This situation hurts. Most importantly, I'm scared and hurting for my kids who were witness to everything. Please respect my family's privacy and stop with the disgusting rumors and allegations.
So she's saying it's pretty much case closed. Yeah.
I mean, shit. The other thing was the report I read of them writing down the report. Pretty straightforward. And if the police, I mean, we don't know the exact the exact situation, but if she's saying that the kids were present, she's clearly in the hospital. There's hospital notes and police notes, and I mean, she's showing you the visual evidence. It's like no one is seeing it any other way. The way that everything is being described in the reports, it's not even like we don't know what happened to her, but she's saying this.
Yeah.
But you know when stuff like this comes out, you're gonna have multiple sides. You're gonna have the side that's like, oh, I don't believe what she said, or I don't believe what's going on, like the allegations. But
when you're that beat up, there's just nothing you can say. That's the thing. Like, you're a man. Even if, I mean, what can you really say that you broke her nose, you strangled her, you tore out her, or she has a torn eardrum,
contused rib.
You're not even just a man. You're a super athlete,
dude. That's the thing,
bro. You're 260 something pounds,
exactly,
and you're fucking strong as hell, bro. Like, she has no way to protect herself if you're gonna come at her, and you gonna do that to somebody who's helpless. You gonna do that in front of your kid? Bro. Like, are you serious? Like, what is going on in your mind? And the thing that frustrates me even more, it's like, bro, you're at the top of your game. This was his best season he's played. He averaged 27-3. Bro. And then he was, I swear, I just saw it. I'm sorry, bro. I saw the faces. I don't think
he averaged 27.
All right, look it up. Let's see the Carfax.
But go on.
Okay, bro, you're at the top of your game. Your rap songs were pretty good.
Yeah,
so
he was doing good.
They was getting received pretty well. And then you're about to get this max contract, maybe from the Hornets or whoever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
and you get arrested?
He averaged 20.
27-3?
No. Oh, 7 assists, are you saying?
Nah, 7 rebounds.
Oh, you were saying 27 points.
No. Oh, I said 27-3.
Hell nah, bro. Wasn't he saying 27 the whole time?
I thought you meant 27
You kept
points.
saying he averaged 27. He averaged 27.
27-3.
Oh, okay.
You did not.
I did.
Yeah, exactly. Bet money? You won't bet it.
Let's do it.
Another 20. Another 20.
Oh, wait, I thought you said 100.
Nah, I said 20. All right, for the fans,
I heard
it's
Another
100.
20.
For the,
Another
100,000.
20.
For the fans,
This
it's
guy is
100.
wilding. But yeah, but you're right. At the height of his career is crazy. Right before contract year. I'm glad the shit came out now, bro, because if you beating your wife and you about to get another 100 mil, like, you're only going to become a worse person. Just a worse human. Bro, props to
it's
her
so
too.
sad, man.
But you know, bro, I looked up his fucking height and weight. He's 6'7", 225 pounds. Bro, any man, period, putting their hands on a woman is so fucked up and crazy.
It's unacceptable.
Like, there's no like, you can't explain that away when we have this type of physical evidence and the injuries to back it up. There's nothing you can say. Oh, she came at me. She didn't. Nah. You're tripping for that. But on top of that, what makes me feel more bad for her? Imagine a 6'7" motherfucker angry, going crazy on you. You know this is a fit of rage. And he's 6'7", 225. Most guys don't want to fight a guy that's mad like that. But this guy's your husband, and he's beating your ass, and you're. I mean, I don't know how tall
The
she is,
father
but
to your children.
She looks like little. She's a girl, bro. It's not. The whole shit is crazy. And in front of the kids, you're a psycho, bro. You need to be locked up. You need to be out the league. I'm sorry. Like, I've rooted for Miles Bridges all this time. I fuck with the Hornets. I really do. I was kind of playing at first, but I really do. I fuck with LaMelo. I fuck with Terry. So, to be honest, it is kind of weird to me. Like, how is that y'all boy? Like, did y'all know he's that fucking crazy? Because I couldn't fuck with him no more after I find that
Do you
out.
think they knew that, though? You can't. Like,
No, I said that's why. After I find that out, I can't fuck with him.
Because what he does at home with his wife, you would never know.
Exactly.
You would never
I
have
don't
an
know. I
idea.
think
what
a
he
nigga
did.
that crazy, though. But
Because
even
it might
then,
not come out with you. Like, he might have a completely different energy with his boys. He hooping. Like, that's a
because
completely
he don't
different
even
world.
seem like a hothead on the court.
Exactly. So that's a completely different world than I'm at home and I'm with my wife and my kids. Like, again, I really don't notice. I don't know who you are when you are by yourself.
Bro,
like,
by the way,
you never know.
during all this, he's posting on his. Someone just told me today. He's posting on his story mad regular. Like nothing
happening.
is wrong.
See, and that says more about the mental state that he's in. You know,
Bro.
to have that life and have that luxury to play NBA, basketball at the highest level. But at the end of the day, you're playing a game and you're making millions of dollars. Like, you just had the greatest season of your life. You know, like, y'all really land out all the points. Like, you rapping, like he could have had a rap career. You know,
He could have been
in the argument as a better rapper than Dame Lillard as like an NBA rapper.
This shit
Trap
was cool.
music, and then one was more like, his pen
Dame
game
really
was
be
up
spitting.
there. Dame really be spitting. Shout out to Dame. That's my homie. But it says more about the mental state of him, and then you're living kind of like a double life, or you're like a Jekyll and Hyde type person. You know, where you cool and cordial when you outside, but when you get home, you turn into a different monster.
What do y'all think about her posting this?
Shit, what else is she supposed to do? Like,
honestly,
What else is she supposed to do?
Wow, punny.
I'm just saying, like, shout out to her for being vocal about it instead of saying, like, waiting 10 years down the line and be like, oh, by the way, he beat
Exactly.
me. Here's the pictures I have. Like,
and you know that this isn't like a first occurrence type shit, especially like what she's saying in her post. And somebody who's gonna take it that far, what do you think he started with?
Yes.
What do you think he started with? It's not like it was just like, all right, I beat the fuck out of her every day. It's more like it builds and grows into what it has become. Just like, yo, that's
a good point.
Did you guys see him post on his story about so it's a purple substance in a double cup with ice.
Oh, you got that lean.
He had that lean and he had the joint. I'm assuming that wasn't his cup, man, because that shit was not.
During this, like, he posted it after.
No, he posted it a week before. So it's like, that's not that bad as an NBA player.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as bad. But then this comes out, it's fucking wild, bro. Because then he tried to say that it was pink lemonade on Twitter.
so
but
it was blaming the lean for him beating somebody?
No.
It's not related. It was like a week or two before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to find the connection, but then it didn't work out. But
Bro, like, how do we fix this? Because we hear about athletes all the time beating their wives.
Do
like,
exactly what the fuck she did. You get your ass beat. That's why I really like the way she articulated everything. Her posting it, because I hate when people just be posting just to post, or they post some bullshit and it's just creating a story. I'm like, bro, show me the Carfax. Right. I need to see car. She's fucking put it on Front Street, and there's a whole report to back everything she's saying. Yeah, don't let this nigga skate off and do this shit too, because you're like you said, he's probably done shit. Like, obviously, this isn't the first time. Based off the way she told it, it wasn't like he just blacked out and it's never happened before. She made it pretty clear. She, in her words, abused me in every way. Hell no, fuck up his money. You don't get to go and beat your girl's ass and then go off and make these millions. Nah. Not if she can help it. She'll post this shit, let the world know. You see all these fucking verified people commenting under this shit's blowing up, and he had to turn himself in. It's a real legal matter. Bro, nah, your bag needs to be stopped up. You need to be locked up. It's fucked up. When I first heard the story, I wasn't taking it seriously at all. I said, oh, they said what? And I didn't know it was his wife either. I just heard a story. They said he beat her. I'm like, man, Miles ain't doing nothing. I just started saying bullshit.
I just wrote it off. Yeah.
No, well, I didn't know what it was, and I was more trolling. It was Nas telling me.
I did the same thing though when I first heard about it. I was like, oh, that's some bullshit. Like, I don't know. When she first told me though, I'd forgot who Miles Bridges was, which is funny because I love Miles Bridges, or I did.
Yeah.
I was thinking because I know Mikhail Bridges, then I was just thinking Miles Bridges. I was thinking like CJ Mills.
Miles Bridges. I've been watching him since high school, bro.
Yeah, bro. No, I'm tripping. I totally wasn't thinking about who he was. But I don't know. I just be saying dumb shit when someone tells me info. I'm like, nah, he ain't do it, bro. Nah. Trust me. Miles? Yeah. Nah, not Miles. Then I get the Carfax. I'm like, yo, we gonna tear his ass up on the pod when I get more and more info. But honestly, all the medical stuff, this was my first time learning about that extent. All I knew is she had bruises. For me, bruises is the check mark.
It said it in the report. All the contusions.
No, I'm saying this was my first time reading the report. All I'd seen was her posts and the pictures, but for me, pictures, that'll do it for me. Like if you have pictures in that, now I'm like, all right, I'm not saying I'm just a sheep gonna go with whatever, but if you're showing pictures and saying that, and the pictures are very clear, someone was beating you up, I'm more inclined, like, yeah, it seems like there might have been some shit that really...
I just saw a video where, like, it was a situation where a girl had, like, beat herself up and, like, bruised herself up. And so, like, when I heard this story or just saw the headline, I was like, oh, that's probably what happened. She beat herself up. I'm thinking, like, a young dude, NBA, living, like, a fast life. Yeah, like, you think
she gonna pop out one black eye? Or
yeah, she just wants attention. Like, she wants her guy to be at home with her, so she gonna say some shit. Like, that's just first initial hearing about the story. But then, like, seeing the pictures and then reading her statement about it, just like, yeah, no.
And the report, like, when it's... You can't fake these things. Like you're not, and you'd have to be actually super sick because one of these things would have been enough for you to go lie on a nigga. Like
exactly,
bro.
Contused rib,
assault by strangulation, brain concussion, closed fracture of the nasal bone, contusion
nose,
of rib,
head,
multiple
arms,
fam,
legs,
you're not just
neck.
But low-key, imagine what it looked like if someone was fucking themselves up that bad. They're just diving around the room, like you just belly flopping on the table.
They used to be a cutter. You know?
Yeah, you got to be on this. Hey, look, he didn't laugh. He didn't laugh. He's been there. He's been. I feel like Tori was.
I've healed.
When Tori wasn't the one, he was walking in just slamming his face in the wall. He just banging himself in this, just throw himself in the mirror. He's just like, I just like to keep my body guessing. Never knows what's happening next.
Gotta stay ready, bro.
But yeah, this shit is
no joke.
Crazy. Bro. It's no joke.
There's no excuse for that.
And
shit.
how old is he? Is he like 23?
24.
It don't matter. Don't be beating women, bro. Because if that was your mom or your sister, you don't want to kill somebody.
It's just like the cognizance in your head that it doesn't make, and there's no correlation for you to put your hands on somebody that small, bro.
It's crazy. That's why, bro, domestic violence is like, that's like a sore spot for me. Like that's when because you can't really look at it any other way. Like, bro, you have such a huge advantage. For you to even get aggressive with your girl or physical. I know, obviously, man, I've had a girlfriend for like almost 4 years now. You get fucking angry, like pissed off. But the point where anything physical or like because the dominance physically has been established from day one. Generally, when you're around a girl, not in a weird way, but obviously we just know like biologically, you're a man, you're most likely stronger, you're a woman. You guys can argue, get into it, but you know, it's all right. So how do I phrase it? You get into it with a guy, now it's about a respect thing.
It's different.
The most primal form of respect is who can win in a fight.
It's a different energy you bring with guys.
Because
but
that's
you know,
why
at any moment,
but we know that's the
at any moment it can get violent.
But
right?
that's the highest extent, because that's the true primal dominance.
Right.
When it comes to male and female, there's no win in asserting any type of physical dominance.
Right.
Mental dominance, sure. In terms of you get into a fight, you want to feel like you're right, and you know you can make the person sound dumb or be belittling in the way you talk. But when it comes to a physical altercation, like, there's no winning in that. Like that's fucking crazy. Like what are you trying to prove at that point? But that's how you know motherfuckers are fucked up in the head.
Right.
Where you're going to violence toward your girl. What is that even getting done? Like that, I don't know. That shit's crazy. And like if it's a situation, sorry, I don't want to keep rambling.
But it has to be in the guy's mind though, because it's to feel emasculated from life to then want to assert your dominance on somebody you know can't affect you in any type of way. Kind of like bullying, but you're bullying your significant other. But you know a bullying a dude could get you punched in the face. So let me take less of a risk and go punch this girl I know is not going to hit me back. But imagine, you're already fucked up in the head on some other shit because you probably got hit as a kid or something like that. So you don't even process how that shit works. Like you probably seen your mama get beat the fuck up. So you gonna go do the same shit.
That's how
You know?
your thoughts are love. 'Cause,
Yeah.
bro, and even if it was like a smaller person, just a friend, but he's clearly like the nerdy friend, little guy. Imagine like Sakib gets into it when he wants to beat his ass now. I'd be like, bro, like, you must be so mentally frail that the only win you could try to gain is trying to beat this guy up. And it's a fight you should win. Like, we're not giving you no stripes for that. You're just a bully, and bullies are generally pussies on the inside. Right. So, I don't know. So the idea of it even transferring over to a woman is crazy. Now, I could see certain scenarios, like you find out a nigga got cheated on, he was getting rammed out. Like, I could see someone slipping, one slap or something like that. Or one you grab her. You grab her. Or like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. But I'm saying,
you can see.
But if you hear the story back,
Chris
like
Rock has that joke.
He found out that she fucked on his cousin or something, and like he grabbed her and pushed her up against the wall. Okay, that's already wrong. Maybe she got a little hand up mark, like he grabbed her arm. It's not right. You're definitely, you need to work on something. But you can at least piece the pieces together. But when you see a girl beat up, her nose is broken, like, no, you're crazy, bro. Like, I would want to shoot you if I'm present there, or just beat the fuck out of you just because
if that
of
was
what
your
I'm
sister
seeing.
and she called you and said, yo, Miles, whatever, or don't do nothing, I don't want you to do nothing, but you're gonna see it on the news, bro, you would not give a fuck about none of that shit. You'll still be like, bro,
you can't watch. You can't
you
even
gonna
watch
slide out of what I would?
I'm gonna challenge him to a basketball game.
No, to fuck him up. You gonna step up to Miles Bridges if that was your sister?
I would have to.
You'd have
You'd
to.
have a
Or
dance
just jump
battle?
his ass with like me and a bunch of cousins and uncles and shit.
Nah,
you
what I
can't
would?
just walk around, bro. You can't just beat my sister.
Yeah,
like
bro,
that,
like,
bro.
you
You're
might
not
not
finna
even-
just beat my sister, bro.
You gotta take a bat with you or something.
Bro, but even
He getting fucked up. Regardless.
Bro, but even if you had no relation to the girl and you're watching a guy beat up on a girl, like,
you
that
wouldn't
alone
slap
is
that.
like, you can't just sit there and watch that shit. Like, that says something about you. So I don't know, bro. The whole it's sick.
You gonna hit a woman, hit me, nigga. Like,
Yo, what
Exactly.
happens in like
care
domestic?
what
Although I'll be
y'all
kind
go
of
through,
frightened
bro.
because man, that nigga crazy.
nah, I don't care what y'all go through. There's no reason for you to put
Yeah,
your
but the
hands
same
to that
nigga that's
extent on a woman. Like,
the same nigga that's beating this girl up in public, he gonna pull the burner out, put it right in your chest.
he's
Oh yeah,
true.
yeah.
That he's crazy.
That's the next stop.
This guy is
That's when you
crazy.
pull out
That-
the extendo. You're like, yeah, okay, I guess.
And now
Got
you-
the drums.
Come
Yeah, I
on, bitch,
guess.
let's go.
It'll be a hard case to win though. Like, I seen him beating up on this girl. It wasn't a threat to me. So I walked up on
Wild
him.
boy.
He pulled his shit.
I
I
pulled
was
my
quicker.
shit.
You might do some jail time, but morally, you're right.
Yeah, bro. How do you feel? How do you think like trans domestic abuse would go? Like if it's a trans man who went from woman to man, and he's dating a woman, and the woman's beating his ass, does she get jail time?
Who's the woman and who's the
Well,
guy?
technically,
Trans-
whoever's beating whoever's ass supposed to get jail time.
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't.
Yes, you did. You're saying you thought that a girl could just come up and just start beating the fuck out of a guy. You've talked so many times about, man, they don't take it seriously enough when
with
guys
the
get beat up by girls. Kevin Hart called the cops on his girl and they didn't do anything, but they're supposed to. Same shit after
Well,
the last
but
situation.
that's the thing. It's like when that double standard comes, it's like, okay, I wonder if it's different. If it's like if it's a trans man getting beat up by
We should
a
ask
woman.
Joe Biden.
No,
think
I
Joe
like
Biden
the
knows
question.
answer to that
No,
question.
if you were a female that went to a trans man and the woman's
And the woman
I think the question
fucked
has
you
to
up.
be different. 'Cause if the
Or
woman
we could
fucks you
flip
up-
it. We could flip it. If a trans woman beats up a woman, is it?
bro,
I guess
No,
like,
you know,
is
then it is fucked
it-
up. No, bro, you're still a man beating up a woman.
because you'd be taking testosterone and all the
I
hormone
don't.
shit.
No. You said if it was a guy that he transitioned from man to female, and then the trans women. So Leah Thomas is beating up one of the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
swimmers' ass. Fuck no.
well, you're going to jail.
Okay.
You're not
okay.
just a woman. Oh, damn. See, that's why this conversation hard, bro.
Nah, fuck it. It's the same thing as
I'm just
competing
saying,
in sports,
like,
bro.
because
If
at
we're
that
talking
point,
about fighting,
if you're aggressively beating somebody, I'm looking at you like you're a dude. I don't
bro,
care how
if-
you feel that day.
If a trans woman was fighting with like Nas, I'm fucking them up. No, I'm not
Fucking
even
her
thinking.
up.
Yeah, I'm fucking her up. I'm not. Trust me,
No.
bro. I had no type of holdback because you're a trans woman. I do not. And you decided to pick
But
a
what
fight
if
with
it's a-
us. I'm actually double offended now. Like, you trans woman ass trying to fight
See,
me.
but that would never happen.
But you wouldn't
That
fight
scenario.
a woman, right? Like if somebody was
she
fucking up Nas,
trying to fuck up Nas.
She was fucking
Nas?
her up,
Yeah,
though.
I give him one good slap.
just a slap,
slap?
not a punch.
I know I mushed the face first, and then she coming back. Now, boom.
Okay.
First
So,
is
okay,
the
if she was running-
push, face mush. But then if she get Nas bad, or imagine someone like got her in a chokehold and like other girls is around, but I have to deal with them and that. No, just one, boom.
Just one girl.
Yeah, 'cause it depends. If I really didn't need to do
You
any
get
of
a
that, I could
pepper
just
spray.
push. But if it's becoming like we're getting overwhelmed, yeah, bro. Now you got to go with the shock and awe, man. Flash grenade, bah, bah. Once they see, once you strike blood on one of them, the rest will cower.
That's hilarious.
The rest will cower. Back up, boom.
See, like, I'm all for letting somebody run they want. So, like, first of all, if I'm out with my girl, why are we fighting? Like, I don't even want to get in that situation.
You never.
But,
See, you don't get it. Cause you never know, man. I go out, man. Some of the girls, they don't be respectful. They looking over a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? They're not. They're just they acting like she not there. So she might have to step up and be like, "What's good, little girl? Like you want to get to it."
If my girl is running her ones, I believe it. If my girl is running her ones and she just get like hit, rocked, and it's I gotta pick her up, it's cool.
Uh-huh.
But if the girl like jump on top of her and really start like getting on her like grounded pound type shit,
you'd be like
double
threesome?
fist, nah.
You're so nasty.
You gotta just go push her off, You
said that the girl's double fisting her? He said double fist.
You know what I'm saying?
Double, yo, you can't be. Whoa.
That's not double fist punching. Or
That just
something?
sounds sexual.
Shit, it could be.
That's what he means. He means sexually. She got her down. She's fisting your girl.
Hey, I like girls. I like girls. You know what I'm saying?
You lesbian.
Girls like girls,
Okay. Hold on. So you say that you would beat up the trans woman who's fucking up your girl, right?
Yeah. For
What
sure.
about you? Are you fucking up the trans women?
I beat her up before
Nobody's
she fucks up
beating
my
up
girl.
my girl.
Bro, no. Hypothetically, there's trans women. Your girl, her get into it. They talking shit. Your girl throw the drink in her face.
Okay.
And now she's eating shots.
Actual shots.
Not alcoholic
No, I'm
shots.
saying, like,
Shot.
Nah, I can't even lie. If Nas threw a drink in a girl's face, I try to just give her the W without her having to squabble. I'll be like, wait.
Let's go.
It's like when someone starts to get turned on and everyone jumps in the way and to break it up like a basketball game, I let her get that shit off.
Yeah.
And then I pulled her back. But if she really seemed like she really wanted to go at it, then it depends. It all got to be in the right situation.
You got to grab her. You got to dip, son.
And I have to feel it.
Just give her that W, bro.
Bro, but I've seen some crazy shit where like girls pull knives. Like if a girl pull a knife, you got to go. You're getting knocked out.
Yeah, I'm not even that worried.
A
to be
knife?
honest.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah,
girls
that's
do that
fair.
shit.
That's
and
fair
then
as
I
fuck.
saw this one video. It was
Bro,
crazy.
I wouldn't even be worried if a girl had a pocket knife. Like I'm actually just. If I got stabbed by her, like I deserve it.
You wouldn't be worried if she was fighting.
No, I'm saying if I had to. No, but I'm saying when I step in to fight the girl that has a pocket knife on her.
I don't ever want to deal with a knife.
Nah, bro, I have
just
no
don't wanna
fear.
get cut.
If I get stabbed by her, I deserve it. I'm kicking her first thing, bro. What the fuck? She has no reach
hilarious.
advantage. She's not agile. No, it's not happening. She's not skilled with a knife. What? She's practicing knife shit. Like she's all.
I love this take.
You don't think they have like women CIA agents who know how to use
Well,
a knife?
yeah, but the average girl that just pulled a knife at the bar going like, bro, first of all, I'm a side kicker right in her stomach first.
A Bowie.
I'm gonna kick her knee out too. And I'm gonna do all this at my leisure. Like I'm not where you're not gonna get close, bro. What are you like 5'2", 5? Bro, I have a whole 10 inches on you, and I'm fucking athletic as a motherfucker. And like, even a guy, a guy's much different. But I'm still not planning on getting stabbed to death. Might get a stab on the forearm or something like that, defending it. But
It'll just hit the rollie.
But a girl.
Oh, don't cut that. That makes me sound so bad.
We killed this topic.
Hey, but you didn't ask
I thought you were shitting on you. You
No.
killed this topic. I'm like, dang, because of the ching ching thing.
That's what we did. And then we was talking about the knife.
Yeah, hey, we got
more.
the
Baby
TikTok
mama
lady.
drama.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, we got some less serious baby mama drama. Well, in this case, it was a wife, but we got some more funny baby mama drama.
Loosen it up a little bit.
Y'all seen it? We know you
Like
saw
R.
it.
Kelly's asshole.
Oh
Y'all spoke
that thing
about
is
it, so
getting
our turn.
stretched.
All right, we gotta watch the first one.
All right, well, yeah, watch the first, take the best
The
parts,
baby mama.
and then we'll see the follow up.
We don't really need.
What's up?
What's up, Tori?
Because I'm finna expose you.
I'm finna expose
because
you.
that don't look enough for all my
So
kids.
before this, she was at her house inside the door.
That don't look enough for all my kids.
Saying
What
that
is
he was
That's
gonna
just
bring one
burger?
fucking
One
food.
burger, one fry?
Question.
Okay, what about my kids?
My kids.
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
Those are your kids'
My
sleep.
kids, them your kids' siblings though. So my other kids should be left out. You know I'm seven.
That is a good question, my brother.
Then if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
Exactly.
How are you helping yourself when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids?
Nigga can eat. What you mean?
Right, my son is hungry.
Siblings, though. He not finna eat in front of all his other
You was
siblings.
over there
They're not
fucking.
eating at McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring it- that's a great solution.
He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Bro, women just be saying the same shit and yelling
Yeah.
and thinking like they changing the conversation.
Is this for real?
Yes.
Hey, yo, that McDonald's getting cold.
How is that dumb? You sound
was about to get
dumb.
real cold.
You sound dumb.
Where are their daddies at?
She got quiet.
Talk to my
Nah, that shut her up. Where are their daddies at?
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one,
See, she
you
gonna say
need
the
to
same
bring
shit she
four.
just
Okay.
said.
How
She
do
just repeated the same shit. Didn't even.
One child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no.
Hey, there's too much McDonald's talk for me, Chief.
kids, that ain't mine.
I don't want to ever talk, unless we're talking about what we ordering. I don't want to talk about no McDonald's.
You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me. Yes, you
He
did.
said, "No, the fuck, I didn't."
I didn't know you was that broke.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me. who
I didn't
had
know you
kids
was fucking
with
my
other people.
homies,
I still
you know.
have other kids. Because I'm exposing everybody think
I'm
you
exposing
such a
you.
good daddy.
She
You
keep
look-
talking
no,
about
you're
her
not.
food
No,
stamps.
you're not.
How you exposing him exactly?
Yeah,
You got
like-
food
You
stamps.
only come
You too
here
broke
with
to go to
one
McDonald's.
piece of food for one
Exactly.
child.
I'm exposing you.
That's mine, silly.
Exactly.
No, that's dumb that
Broke
you can't
bitch.
feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take
Feed
that.
your kids.
He can't eat
She's
it.
exposed him for being a bad stepdad.
I can like, maybe. It's four,
A bad
it's
step
three
baby
extra
daddy.
kids. What the, all like going to my mother account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids.
They mean my
siblings,
snotty
though.
nose kids.
Dumb-
I don't mean shit.
That's what you gonna go with. That's the one you gonna
Those are your fucking kids siblings.
Well, there is half siblings, so maybe you should bring him half a McDonald's. Y'all niggas can split this shit. Cut the burger in half.
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other one. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
She gets her food stamps on the 11th, Tori.
Okay, but I'm saying, we share the
You know I'm broke. Even if you got the food stamps, you can't get McDonald's.
No, they probably take the
Can you?
EBT job.
For
McDonald's
you can get
probably.
Carl's, you can get Jack. They take EBT.
Well, I don't know.
You can't just flex your EBT knowledge like that, Beakus.
Come on, though. Wow.
Whoa.
Now you ain't feeding
Okay.
none of your
He
kids.
set himself up for that
Whoa.
though. He set himself up.
Well, she needed to bring the food in.
You stupid bad. This nigga bad. Man.
Like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb
See,
as hell.
but-
You're not gonna eat that.
He even said, he was like, hey,
Go
all
ahead.
right, let's break. He was like, hey, tell him to come outside, bring him to the car. I'll let him eat in the car. And she was like, no, that's the perfect solution. If you don't want to see the other kids see their brother eating, then that's the perfect solution. And she keeps saying, oh, feed the other kids, feed the other kids. I don't have to feed the other kids. Is it petty? Yes.
Yeah.
Bring in, but like this is not kindergarten. Like, oh, if you bring one for one person, you got to bring it for everybody.
some for the
No.
whole class.
Like, okay,
I'm not
apparently,
fucking you no more.
apparently they were together before this happened, and then they broke up. And before they broke up, he would bring everybody food, and that was like what he did. So she was saying how, I've seen you do it before, and why are you switching up now to not bring everybody food? But if I want to be petty, I could be petty. Like, I don't have to bring everybody food. If I want to
Yeah.
bring my one kid McDonald's, cool. And I
We
gave you a
broke up.
solution. Yeah, we broke up. Fuck it, So
See,
It's crazy.
The problem is not the breakup. The problem is that she's broke. That is the only problem here. The problem is the other kids don't have food to eat. Now, you're right. It is petty. Easy solution. When he brings him food, I'm going to go get the other one's food.
Right.
Now everyone's eating happy. The problem is she doesn't get her food stamps till the 11th. Had she come about it properly, instead of wasting the food that she could have just brought in and split into threes for all the kids to just share, maybe throw a fry in here and there. She could just be like a little card dealer throwing fries to
Yeah.
each kid,
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, she could have done that and asked him for a little loan.
She chose violence.
Yeah.
Give me $10 real quick. My food stamps come in on the 11th. I'll give you a food stamp. And so then you could use that to buy more McDonald's. Now you guys got 4 servings of McDonald's out of that.
You want to know something funny?
It's business.
She did it. She don't get her food stamps until the 11th, but she got money for eyelashes. Wow,
Oh yeah, no,
son.
the next video, she got dressed up.
Nah,
That's
it's
what
And
she-
lashes is expensive.
Nah, the
Nails
response
done?
video, it's after the 11th, bro. The food stamps came in.
Oh, okay.
She got her
But wait,
eyebrows
is that a
did.
cut up burger right there?
That's
on the
so
thumbnail?
funny. Bro,
Yo,
that
she
is
gave
so-
them
added
water.
that
She
shit.
gave them water.
Okay, so someone thought of it before I did.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what this. I don't ever want to be talking to nobody about McDonald's for that long. Like, no matter what
Ever.
it is, if it's you bought the McDonald's and I owe you back for it, if like we used your card in the drive-thru, it was
It's
just us two,
McDonald's,
bro. Like, I don't want to have a McDonald's conversation there. Like, maybe just let me get you back next time or something. I just once you've been talking for more than 2 minutes about McDonald's, you got to start thinking about like, what is your future going to be? Like, I've already wasted 2 minutes of brain power really invested in McDonald's.
Yeah.
But that's why it all comes down to you're broke. You're on food stamps, so you're just upset that he didn't bring them for the rest, which could still be a very casual conversation. Hey, I don't have the food stamps. It's very uncomfortable to have him eating in front of his brothers. You know, I'd really prefer if you're going to bring it, just bring it for everybody or just wait till he's at your house. That's a more level-headed conversation because it is a little petty kind of foul like to do the way he's doing
They
it.
just broke up. I honestly feel like it was probably very recent. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand her side. Like, to play devil's
I think
advocate.
he's been doing that, though.
I understand. Like, like, me personally, I was raised a little different. Like, I understand that. If you got 4 other kids, my mom always taught me if you're gonna bring food for people, it's like you should bring it for everyone. You shouldn't just eat. Like, it's awkward just eating alone in the corner and eating your own food. I've seen Tori do it plenty of times.
Yeah,
and he got no shame.
Very odd.
So, but I was raised different, you know. So it's like when I saw that, I was just like, all right, I get it. He could have done it, but bro, he doesn't have to. It's not his job anymore.
And when someone is rude, they're showing their own colors. So what most baby mama, or I guess I don't know, if the brain is working right, you're probably like, man, you're really a piece of shit for doing that. Like, that's crazy that you on that. You should be embarrassed. And actually, she could have exposed him and said that, wow, that's really embarrassing. But no, she is trying to get food for the other 3, talking about, hey, bring the rest of the kids food, feed them, they're your kids too.
And that's the crazy part.
The argument doesn't make sense. You can't force someone to do it, but you can say, yeah, that's pretty shameful that you're doing that. Like, you can't afford 3 more McDonald's. You're broke.
You're not
we don't know
exposing
his
it,
But the
bro.
problem
pockets
is,
either.
no, they're both
Doesn't
broke.
matter.
They're both broke for sure. Because he's talking about he bringing 1 bag of McDonald's for him. Come on, they're both broke.
Yeah.
I mean, if your baby mama's on food stamps and you know it, like, you're probably both broke because neither one of y'all boss each other up.
It's
Come on.
so sad. It's like we don't know what's going on in either of their lives.
We do now.
We know now about her. We don't know what the fuck he's going through.
All I
He
know
could be
is-
broke as fuck. He probably got like $5 in his bank account, gave it to his kid, or he got 100,000 in his bank account, gave it to his kid.
All you know is he's bringing his kid food, and that is a dad.
He's a great father.
All right, let's see your response.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now.
Wow.
Hair done.
Because I'm the baby mama who was
Nails
upset
done.
at her baby
You can say
daddy
that.
because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have
Again
4
with the
kids.
McDonald's talk.
You
You
have
knew
4
the
kids.
situation when you dated
Go
me.
feed your 4 kids.
Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him.
when you expose
He was
someone, then you
buying
gotta
the
do a
McDonald's
response
when we
video.
were together.
Yeah.
My kids have to go through a transition
exposed didn't work
of
that well, you
our
know?
breakup as well. Like,
exposed
yeah,
yourself
me and you
for
broke
being
up,
broke.
but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's.
He coulda went to the
and
car.
not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's
not my
petty.
job.
That's
It's
petty.
definitely
Like,
petty,
it's not
though.
fair. Like, you're not
Yeah,
gonna
where
give
is the other?
one child McDonald's
Baby
and not
daddies?
all the
That is a
other
great
kids
question,
McDonald's.
That's what
I'm not
stumped her.
going.
I
And
see
on
why
top
he
of
stopped
that, you
dating
mean to
her.
Tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you
Pretty
mean
much.
to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's.
She's still
then.
making the same point she made on the
Yeah.
video.
But that's
she
a,
get mad again.
But see,
Bro,
that's a
what?
fair point though. That's a fair point. Like, if she said that as a mom, like, yo, don't come around no more. Like, you're not gonna bring for one and not the other. Like, fuck that. Like, it's not cool. Fine, and that could be your stand on. But you're insisting bring some for the rest of them because you genuinely don't have a solution to the food thing. Yeah. So you're after it. It's not like, all right, fuck you. Don't bring none for anyone at all. Later, V. Don't bring nothing for nobody. Just don't come. No, you're adamant about, like, no, bring some for everybody. Bring them because I don't get food stamps. So she's really tackling 2 issues: 1, the pettiness, and 2, she genuinely can't feed the kids.
And who knows? She probably
Which is sad.
had food in the house, but didn't want to make it.
Or treat him to McDonald's,
exactly,
yeah.
treat him to McDonald's. There's so many ways that the story could go. Like, maybe your ass just didn't want to cook. You didn't want to give your 3 kids the food that looks. The ones that I made versus them getting some McDonald's that
Maybe
they would
she had just
enjoy.
cooked, but she know her food don't taste good. So she was like, you can't bring this
burnt
McDonald's
it?
over here.
She burnt that shit.
I just made this lasagna. Y'all better eat that lasagna. That's exactly.
Bruh, R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels, but what would he say in this situation if he
They're
discovered
both
He would say he
low
fucked up.
He's a low value man. She's a low value woman.
Yeah, he's a low value man for sticking his dick in something like that. To even have that issue. If the baby is the youngest one, she got 3 other kids, and none of the baby daddies is around, and you like, all right, this is cool, but you knew at the end of the day you didn't want to stay there because you was just going to eventually take care of your one kid. Like y'all broke up, the relationship wasn't that strong.
Yeah.
You know, like unless you was so intertwined and so loving with the kids to where it's like, nah, it'll be better if we stayed together because I've known your 3 kids for so long. Versus like, nah, I just met y'all. Oh, we broke up and now it's over. Like, yeah, that's your fault. Like,
maybe he went broke taking care of the other 3 kids when they're together.
all the McDonald's trips.
Maybe he was doing McDonald's before.
Hey, but he
He's
doesn't.
not
He,
doing this shit
he
no
has a
more.
car though. He has a car.
Doesn't have
And
a
gas,
whip.
like they
You got
can
gas?
obviously buy McDonald's. They
Got
just
the
didn't want
car
the kids
note?
to see that shit. Cause you know sometimes you'd be like, mommy, I'm hungry.
Nah,
You'd be like,
she
nah, we got
can't.
food at the house.
But she can't for sure. Because if you're at the point where you're telling someone about your food stamp situation, like you really can't afford it.
Cause I saw a video of people that be scamming the food stamp shits. Like they have money, but they just still apply for food
Yeah,
stamps.
but if you're
Hell
telling
yeah, that's the way to
someone
do it.
feed my kids, I can't get my food stamps don't come till the 11th. You know that. Feed them. You don't have the bread, bro. You
or
down
that's just a
bad.
bullshit argument you want to use just depending on somebody.
Yeah, they're in a different situation, man. Unfortunate,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it's way funnier than Miles Bridges.
Hey,
Yeah, man,
she's a 10, but that's your baby mama.
She's a 10,
Bro.
but the food stamps don't come till the 11th, and it's the first.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
shit.
a 1, bro.
I
Don't ever
give
talk to me.
her a 1.
Don't ever talk to me about fucking $6.
Bro, seriously.
He sneak dissing. He sneak
Wait,
dissing.
$6?
We went on a trip, and there was a Venmo request for $6 that was sent out to
Like a week later.
people. No, it was more than a week later. It was like some weeks later.
Did you get one too?
Yes.
Did you get it instantly? Or did you get it a week later?
No, I'm saying it was a couple weeks.
Oh,
later.
how did you feel about it?
Same thing, bro. I was doing the math though to think like, well, how many people did she send it to for it to be like an amount that was worth sending? And I don't know. I'm not the best with my money, so maybe some people are just better at it. But I don't know. Bro.
I guess y'all just weren't that
I
close.
can't hit nobody for 6.
Look, I'm not mad at it because it's like, yeah, get your money back. But just the optics of me waking up in the
To
morning,
$6
and then we
Venmo.
be trading and shit. So I'm looking at big ass numbers move, like thousands of dollars. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just looking at shit, and then I see a request for $6. Like I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, all right, cool.
That's a
But-
good way to summarize it. Certain numbers, it's just like, what are we
$6
talking about? Man, I did not request it for so much more. Like a night out drinking, you getting everybody drinks. You know,
Like,
I'm
oh, we
thinking
had
about
fun.
it.
Fuck it. I'll
Yeah,
pay
it's
the
all right.
50. It's okay.
I'm
They'll get
bad.
it back. You know, it's whatever. Like,
And that's why I don't know how to rate it because I'm bad with that stuff. Because it really will be like, I spend like, you getting drinks for people, you getting all this shit. Everyone be like, oh, everyone Venmo request. Bro, I'm almost never Venmo. Like, unless it's like obvious or it's like, oh, like we went half on some food, like we're just chilling here. But if a night out drinking, bro,
kind of hard.
I feel like I'm killing the vibe. Like last night was such a great night. Now I'm hitting like fucking someone from like Rafi. Hey, bro, that shot I got. I lost its fun now.
No, this one time I ordered something and I requested y'all for like $9. It was an
Bro,
SD
boy.
card.
probably made
son.
sense though.
Oh, but that
Like,
makes sense. That's work. That's
Probably
work.
made
shit. That's
sense,
work.
though, like-
That's work. But if we went on a whole ass trip and everybody was spending, we getting this, getting that, I just feel like because it wasn't attached to nothing else. If you add it up, because everyone was supposed to, add it up, send like a, send
we
or
split
a
off a
Venmo
bill,
request. Yeah,
Paying
that
for the
makes
parties
sense.
and whatever
Do
clothes
you
we went
guys
to.
ever just let your Venmo rise?
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
so it's like another
little
bank account.
Yeah, it's
Like,
nice.
honestly,
Hell
it's
yeah.
like finding money in your pocket.
all my training,
Exactly.
most of my training's through Venmo. So yeah, I'm just waiting.
Damn, yo, I want to
So
get
my
to that
Venmo be
point. Just
fat.
having a fat ass Venmo.
Yeah, Venmo's cool.
Just cause it's like, all right, cool. If some homie is just like, yo, I need some money to invest.
When you transfer
Something I
your shit
like.
from Venmo to your account, do you do instant or do you do
Fuck,
the one
I
to
do
3 days?
instant.
Fuck instant. Why the fuck would you take
Never
my
fucking
money?
do
lose
doing
like
this.
10 cents. Who gives a fuck?
Nah, it be adding
Bro,
up, bro.
$100?
What's the percentage you lose on when you Venmo request when you
I
transfer?
don't know the number, but it'd be
It's
like
like
a dollar or less. I do
1.25
not
or
care.
some
If
shit
it's a
now.
dollar,
Bro, it's more.
if it's like
Fuck it.
$1.35, like
Damn, it probably went up. Inflation.
yeah, if it's like $10,
Hey, man,
it depends on when I need the money. Like
The Supreme Court should have looked at that case, bro. I wish this baby mama drama came out before.
Okay, it's 1.75.
That's still alive, bro. Fuck out of here. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, because like, all right, if I'm transferring
It's 3 days.
$1,000, come on, bruh. $10?
Like,
But I
yeah, you're
swear
not
it'd be
taking
more
my
than
money.
that. But I'm just like, why am I giving it to y'all when I don't even need it in the next 3 days? Like, I'm never transferring the money out. Like, shit, I'm not gonna be able to pay a bill or something like that. So I'm like, man, I'd keep my money for these 3 days. Because imagine how many times I do it. That adds up, bro. But I'm the last that should be saying that because I'm never thinking about
doing
shit
that many
adding up.
Venmo transfers to where it adds up to $1,000.
Oh yeah,
Like
facts.
If
Oh,
a
so you
drug
transfer it
dealer-
quick.
But he
just
only be
depends.
getting
Like, I really
Venmos
don't
mainly
like-
from like people paying you back and shit like that. So
Yeah,
it's
so like Venmo, it's not even like you said, it's
Bro,
like
get
another. It's
some
like another
Zelle.
account you could look at and say, oh, it's cool. So like, let's say I'll do a job or something, I have like some money from the job, and it's in the Venmo. I could just save that as like an extra whenever. So it's like I don't really need to look at it.
I'm the same
You know what
way.
I'm
Doug,
saying?
I
So
don't
it's
know
like
why you only use Venmo. Why don't you use Zelle?
my
Zelle's
Zelle
so
doesn't
much
work.
better.
Zelle just
My
goes.
Zelle doesn't. It just never worked. Like it doesn't
Oh.
connect to my phone number for some reason.
I don't know
It'll
why
show it on the
lazy,
app, but
though.
it doesn't
You
work.
let
bro.
down.
Bro, aside from that, I don't know why anyone doesn't use Zelle. Like as far because
It
Venmo
just
is so
goes
much more
straight
popular
into your
Yeah,
account.
bro, it's
Venmo
so
is
nice.
the originator of like transferring
Cash
money.
App.
Oh,
Cash App was
yeah,
there
yeah,
first.
yeah.
Or was it
Or
PayPal? With Elon Musk.
PayPal is ass. They got
Yeah, I
the
don't use
fucking
PayPal.
fee, bro. But I'm like that with
People do
everything with Venmo and then like checks too, bro. I've had a check sitting there for weeks because also sometimes, man, if I ain't cashing it, I ain't spending it.
Exactly,
And then
yeah.
I have that, but then I keep like, I don't know. Then when you think about your money, you be thinking that on top of it, so you just be like, ooh, this shit. But
It's
like,
just nice to forget about it
realistically-
and know I have like, oh, okay, it's good, you know, a
Yeah,
little extra
yeah.
$100 where I could.
And if we ever go broke from all this podcast equipment, man, you know, at least you have a check lane there.
Yeah,
it'll,
for
it'll get
sure.
you a lot of McDonald's.
That'd be hella nice. You know, like a little piggy bank. You hide some shit under your pillow.
Yeah,
Or in,
yeah,
in the
you
drawer or
forget about
something.
it.
Forget about it. Wake up. Hey, I got $20 in a.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I found some weed. You know.
Nice to transfer some extra cash from Venmo.
What's better, finding weed or finding money?
Money.
Bro.
Then you
What?
can buy weed.
You too much of a pothead, bro.
I'm more happy when I find weed. I can't lie.
Huh? Well, you're
I'm more happy when I find weed because it's
But what if
very
it's
rare.
like-
Because I know where my weed's at 24/7.
Yeah, I can't-
So
yeah.
when I find like half a joint, I'm like, oh, bet. Like,
You definitely
cool.
smoked one that got like
Yeah.
hairs on it and
And
shit.
Who gives a fuck? But money, I'm just like, oh, okay, I must have forgot my $20 here or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Finding
just-
money in the pocket, you find 20, even like $40. It's
You're
like,
like, oh,
you know,
fuck.
it feels cool today, but at the time, I definitely knew where this money came from, and
Exactly.
it wasn't like, you know, just because you lost it doesn't mean now it's like, oh, I just won a free $20. And nigga, you probably
But the
got change.
psychology of like not having that money anymore, it's like,
But you didn't know you didn't have it. That's the thing. You lost it. You found it, and like now you look at yourself like, oh fuck, like why am I just losing money like this? Like why'd I just leave $100 in my pocket like that? Like
Then
or
you
wherever
just
it's
bang
at.
your head into the wall.
Just can blame yourself, go full destruct, you know, cut yourself.
and then blame your girl.
Hell no, but weed, I'd be joyous. I'd be like, oh, it's a party.
Unless I find like a big nug. Some people got like nug salads in their car. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
They'll
You know, the
just
cracks
find the
in the
little bits of weed and they'll just save it in a place. So when they're really down bad, they're just like, I got that for a blunt.
Yeah, no roaches, like actual weed though. Roaches, I'm
Yeah.
like, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, you got a new phone case?
I got a
new
new
phone.
phone. That's at
Oh.
13, baby. But yeah, I got
Oh,
the case.
I thought you got one of these, the ones with this. Bro, honestly, the clear ones, they always say like, oh, no yellow stain. Look at my shit. My shit's filled with nuclear radiation, bro.
Oh, I forgot
See
about
that
that.
shit?
That's from the sweat from your ass crack.
Probably. You put it in
Yeah,
your back
that-
pocket?
That's the best
That's
place to
what Tori
put.
does.
Nah, I do it in the front. I know, weirdo.
Yeah,
you just
bro.
sit on your phone.
You got to get
So you
the
can-
clear case, especially if you get a phone with a color to it.
Yeah, you got the green one.
Nah.
What?
Nah.
You got the blue ones? Huh?
Nah, screen.
Oh, okay.
Guys, we're going to close this one out with an oldie.
Talk about phone cases now.
I
An
know.
oldie, but a goldie. Hey, almost sounds
Hey,
better
put
on the
Tori's
phone.
verse.
Yeah, skip my
That's the
shit.
first verse, baby.
Check.
We're going to close this one out with a
Take
classic.
over, nigga. Rizzy
Oh.
Gang blow tree.
Some of our
Hey,
best
show me
work.
extend up. You gotta blur it
Up
out
a
though.
little bit.
Too far. Next one, I'll start it with, I'll just be holding it like
I
this.
just wanna see a Benz pull up in a skirt. She just wanna pull up with her friends, get to work. She just wanna see me get offended, go berserk. We gon' always see him in the end, it's on our turf. Niggas always see him to the end and yeah, they hurt. I was making shit amends and that shit ain't work. You ain't sitting on your friends, yeah, you want a perks. She just wanna see the shit, yeah, she see the purse.
Spent the bag, got a bag, racks like whoa. Put a drop top in the bag like whoa. Move the pack, smoke the pack, gas like whoa. One bitch, two bitch, look at that foe.
I just get the money, bitch,
Got time, no.
Rizzy Gang's the fucking name,
Bitch, now you know.
50 stacks, 100 stacks,
Look at that foe.
I just get the cash, then I
Music
dash,
video.
nigga, go.
Hey,
I
we
just
out.
wanna see
In the bands, pull up and I skirt.
She just wanna pull up
When the friends get the word.
Fire performance.